Hush Your Face is coming straight to your ears. A podcast network that's changing gears, bringing fresh funky pods with a fresh funky beat. A family of pods that are bringing the heat. There ain't no stopping us. Keep coming back to us, sick ass pods that'll make you hush. www Hush Your Face. www Hush Your Face. www.hushyourface.com.
The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Podcast, show number 170, being recorded on October 1st, 2017. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks a Lot, and today's show is brought to you by the HGP crew from the Great White North. Ryan Gibson, welcome back, Ryan.
What's going on, everybody? Another episode of Horrible Gamers. Let's do it.
That's right. And from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief is back. Welcome back, Gunny.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
And from Oregon, the beautiful state of Oregon, special guest today, our web designer himself, Johnathan Hall. Welcome back, Johnathan.
Hey, everybody. Yep.
Hey. And we got two other guests. One of them you may know him. The other one you kind of don't like him, but he's still here. Eric Smith from 8 Mile is back.
Which one am I? The one that they don't like?
Or... You have to guess.
Hopefully I'm the one they like.
Welcome back, Eric. And from California, Shawn, Iams, Fuller.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
What's going on?
Jay, yeah.
Hello, Iams.
Smoked a fat bowl of that HGP.
Oh, shit.
Shit. What's going on?
Welcome back, Iams.
Hey, we got 3 of us on the West Coast, the best coast.
Yeah, that's right. 4 of us. We outnumber.
Where you at?
We outnumber the Eastern Coasters.
503.
Represent.
And that double. Yeah.
Oregon's still better than California, though. I gotta say, Oregon's still better than California.
Yes, in some ways.
No, it's just completely.
Bitches. 905,
what the fuck is 905? What is that?
Not even in this country.
It's my area code.
It's not even a real area code. Come on.
905 is actually a really fucked up area code because it's in like 2 separate places in Ontario on both sides.
What?
It's really
Who
weird.
does that? Who makes their area codes be in 2 different places?
There wasn't enough phone numbers.
That is so ghetto.
Darn Canadians.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, this is not show number 170. This is show number 171. Sorry for that confusion. My notes weren't updated. Anyways, guys, if you want to follow us on Twitter at _HorribleGamers, leave us a voicemail at 971-319-1421. Our network is Hush Your Face, where the Nerdowells Podcast is located, as well as Horribly Awkward. And you can join our Facebook community, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community, on Facebook, and search Horrible Gamers Podcast and the page, and you like it, and that's it. That's all you got to do. You like it, and you'll see us go live on there. Today is a special show because we're not recording on a Saturday. We're actually recording on Sunday, October 1st, because I was sick yesterday. Ryan couldn't be there. Gunny couldn't make it. He was doing something at Great America, probably. Nobody else could be there, so it really sucked, and I was really sick, and now I'm getting better, but, I'm still kind of sick, but hopefully.
You're still sounding pretty sick.
Yeah.
I could make it to this show. I'll be fine. You can always email... You can always email us at feedback@horriblegamers.com, and our intro song is Down by Fowler and Twistix. It's called The Breakout. Go find it on YouTube, iTunes, all the tunes. It's called The Breakout. Anyways, guys, this is a video game podcast. We're going to talk about what we've been playing real quick. I've been playing games. Y'all been playing games. Guys, I played a few games this week, and you know what? You'd be surprised to hear I did not play any Destiny 2 this week.
Neither did I.
No, Destiny 2. I felt like...
Are you guys burnt out already?
I feel like the need for it just kind of didn't call me back. Because,
there's for a while there I was really, really debating on getting it so I can play with everybody, but I was like, I'm already a couple weeks behind. I'm not going to be able to keep up for a while. And I was like, there's a lot of games coming out in October I'm really excited for, so I just didn't jump on it, man.
I think there's going to be a lot of, revisits once, any expansion comes out or whatnot. I never revisit every now and then.
Yeah, I see that, but I just never revisit games. Even when, I usually play the shit out of a game until I move on, and then I rarely go back. I might go back to Battlefield 1 once a month or something, but I don't usually do that because I forget. I forget all the controls and shit, and I don't know, man. There's always so many good games that I keep moving on and playing, man. It's like to revisit games for me is really kind of a headache.
And that's the thing, right? Like that's what happened to me this week, man. This week, we got, the Games with Gold. We had Oxenfree. We had Cuphead come out this week. And these games just came out, and it's like, well, do I want to go back to Destiny or do I want to play these new games? And it's like, well, I want to play these new games, so that's what I did. And I had a blast.
That's kind of the life for us, right?
Yeah,
we're all kind of like that. We all
play the new games.
Kind of play what's new and drop what's old.
Pretty much the life of podcasters. Anyways, guys, I played an older game this week with Wingman, actually, from TXL. He was playing Zombie Army Trilogy. That's that game made by what's the studio called? Rebellion Games, I think. They're the guys who made Sniper Elite and all those games. Well, they made this game called Zombie Army Trilogy. It came out back in March or April or something, or maybe February, where you basically go through these campaigns. There's a bunch of them, four missions, there's 4 missions in the campaign, and each one has different chapters, and you go through there. It's kind of like Left 4 Dead 2, where you got to make it to the next safe room, reload on your weapons, continue on to the next safe room, and do different things during, in between there, defeat the big guy, or survive, the horde, or survive this, do that. So me and him were playing that yesterday. That game is a blast. I'm surprised it didn't give it a chance.
It's fun co-op.
It is really fun.
By yourself, it's a little boring. It's monotonous, but yeah, going through that co-op is a real blast. I think what they did is they took 2 or 3 of the zombie games and they just kind of broke them down and just added cutscenes. Well, we wouldn't even call them cutscenes.
Not even
more
cutscenes.
They just show pictures on the screen.
Yeah.
And they just show up for a second, and then it's just you're off to the next thing doing another horde mode type thing.
Yeah,
or you said, a boss fight.
Yeah, me and Wee Man, we were playing, and for once or twice I died, and it was him by himself, so he had to carry us, me and him through the whole mission, until the next checkpoint popped up, and then I would respawn. And that happened to us at the end of one mission where I completely died at the end, and it was him left and 2 of the guys with the machine guns, the big guys, and a bunch of smaller zombies, and they were all chasing him, and he was like, "Oh fuck!" It was pretty hardcore. But that game is fun. It's a lot of fun. There's different things you have to do. You got to find collectibles like gold bars, or these bottles of blood that you have to shoot, which I didn't see any of them, so I don't know where those are in the game, but they're somewhere in there because.
You can YouTube them.
Yeah, but see, I don't want to. I'm not interested in that, so it's whatever. I don't really give a shit about achievements, to be honest.
You know what my favorite?
I was just playing it for fun.
Is that horde mode where, what is it, 3 or 4 players? I think it's 4.
It's 4.
Is the max number of players you can do the horde mode with?
Yeah, I played.
But either way, it's that hallway where it's just a barrage of just a horde enemies
Zombies.
and just everybody's reviving each other and there's explosions and it's just a freaking
It's really
blast.
cool when you get those bullet time shots where you shoot the bullet and like it zooms out and it zooms in on the bullet and then like the bullet's traveling through the air. Next thing you know, it hits a zombie in the forehead and he just falls back. It's like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. You know, we had a lot of those moments yesterday.
Let me tell you something. Any game that has any kind of slow motion bullets is my fucking favorite. Absolutely, hands down.
It's awesome.
Any Max Payne, any game that slows down where you can shoot people in the head is the best.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool. And the cool thing is that like, while the bullet slows down for me and I could see it like flying through the air, Wingman is still shooting normally and he's like, he's just laughing, you know, over there shooting the people and I'm over here on the left, he's on the right. We're just both taking these zombies out down the hallway. And it's really fun. It's a lot of fun.
Did you play Max Payne multiplayer?
I did. I played a lot of that, actually.
They had that slow bullet time shit in multiplayer. Which
they did,
amazing.
yeah. That was really cool. Yeah, I remember playing a lot of that game where you could switch out your mask and all that stuff and customize your player. That game was fun. But besides Zombie Army Trilogy, I played, of course, the game of the week this week, Cuphead. And I played some Oxenfree. I'm going to talk about Oxenfree real quick before Cuphead.
Wait. Yeah.
Oxenfree.
When you talk about Cuphead, let me see your controller. I want to see if there's any cracks.
Hold on. Yeah, I got to show you that. Oxenfree, guys, it's really fun. I don't know if you guys have played this. I'm pretty sure, like, Ryan and has. It's a PC game.
I haven't played it, actually.
You haven't?
I heard it's pretty good.
No, it's really good.
I've heard
that was the Games for Gold, but I haven't played it.
So it's Games with Gold. If you haven't played it, I suggest you pick it up because it starts off with like it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of talking. Like basically the whole game is you play this chick called Max and you're hanging out with your brother and your best friend, this dude named Ren, and your brother named John or Jonas or something.
Johnathan
You
Hall.
guys go to this island.
It's me.
You guys go to this island and then you're picking dialogue choices as you're making, you know, conversation with your brother or your friends. And then you end up getting, like, opening up this time portal. Shit gets weird. It's hard to explain. I suggest you just play it because it's really interesting the way the story is going. And I'm like, whoa, like, this is, like, not what I was expecting out of this game. And it's really cool. And I'm really enjoying it. It's just like it's not a walking simulator because it's like a side, like, you see the characters, like a 2D model type. You know, you're controlling them, walking back and forth on the screen. But
sometimes you need stuff
like
that.
that.
Refreshing.
It's like an adventure game, isn't
But
it?
it's like an adventure game.
Like,
Yeah, you're like
like
I said,
an old school adventure game, like what's the game of Maniac Mansion or something?
Yeah, you're just you're just making dialogue choices with like the cool thing is that there's a lot of dialogue in this game because you could make like every time like your brother asks like, hey, you know, like how did you do this year in school? And you could be like, press X to say like, oh, I did great. Press Y to say like, let's talk about something else. Or you could press B and like lie and be like, oh well, fuck, you know, like I did really horrible or whatever.
Press
and you can
X
and then you could just
what is it?
you keep doing that, like you keep making different dialogue choices, and every time someone talks to you, you have 3 different choices to pick from, and depending on what you say, I think the story is changing with what you say. Because you can make different choices about who to bring with you, who to not bring with you, who to rescue first, who to not rescue first. It's really interesting. But Oxenfree, check it out because it was free with Games for Gold on Xbox Live. Another game that I played this week, though, guys, of course, was Cuphead. We've all played Cuphead, right? Most of us?
I haven't played it.
Played the crap out of Cuphead.
Yet. I've been watching it, though.
Iams, have you played it?
I watched Ryan the other day, and I said, you know, RIP to all the controllers out there that are going to be broken this weekend or this week.
Oh man, that game is so beautiful yet so frustrating. I'm fucking. I think I broke my Elite controller.
No.
Yeah, my left paddle, my left thumbstick, it like tends to like point left now when I'm trying to shoot to the right. Like if I let it go, it turns left.
Let it go, mine does the same fucking thing.
I'm like, what the fuck is it? It's like a problem with Cuphead.
Mine's been like that for a while. But it's so hard because you go to like every once in a while I'll go to jump and then move to the right, like to dash to the right.
Yeah.
And he'll dash to the left.
Yeah,
instead.
it happens to me. Yeah.
Oh man.
I thought it was a problem with my controller. Maybe it's a problem with Cuphead. I don't fucking know what it is, dude. But my guy seems to be shooting to the left instead of the right. And it's like, dude, I'm telling you to shoot to the right. Why the fuck are you aiming left? And it pisses me off.
Does your controller pull to the left on other games, or is it just Cuphead?
I only noticed it in Cuphead, but it could be that other games do it. I just never notice it because I'm always moving the controller in other games. Like shooting games.
Could be a bug in the game.
It could be. But like in shooting games, I figured you probably don't notice it as much because you're always moving, you're always turning the camera, you're always moving around, so you never notice it. But in Cuphead, you do because you're standing there, you're shooting, all of a sudden he turns left, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? Turn right. Anyways, Cuphead, guys, the most beautiful game that I've seen so far this year. Not beautiful in terms of graphic, it's just amazing that some people hand drew.
Yeah. It's all hand drawn.
Everything in this game.
Every single frame is hand drawn.
That is insane, dude, because I'm just sitting there and I'm playing these bosses and like all of a sudden a new boss will come out and it's like, fuck, someone hand drew all this shit. Like I'm sitting there thinking like somebody drew all this. Somebody sat there and actually drew all these characters and everything that's happening on the screen, all the little things flying around, all the effects. It looks fucking good. It's a pretty game.
I was listening to Podcast Unlocked, and they were talking about someone had to review it, and I just felt really bad for that person.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta put hours and hours and hours to do a review, and that's just a lot of frustration.
And you gotta be good. You gotta be good.
Because you have to beat the game, because you have to say how it ends and all that. Yeah.
But Jesus, I gotta ask you: did you ever end up beating those the 3 candies that come out at you, and then the boss?
No, I need to go back and try that today. That's where I left off on the second island where you fight the candy lady in Candyland.
That's where I'm at too. And I can't. I've tried every boss on that island, and I can't beat any of them yet. I'm like, oh my god, this is so hard.
Bad. And there was a few times in the beginning, man, where I started off and I was like, no, fuck this game, and I walked away.
The run and gun levels are friggin' hard.
I can't beat any of those. I haven't even beat one.
I beat the first one, but I can't beat that second one on the first island.
How the fuck did you beat that first one? Because I can't.
Just made it, dude. Just made it. You just have to watch the pattern, right? You know the pattern, and you know where the guys drop out. And once you've done the level like 50 times, you kind of remember what's happening at the beginning, right? And then you just got to figure out what's happening at the end. But there's that one in the tree where you have to go kill all the tree blocks that are shooting little bullets at you, and then you have to jump all the way up and then go across and then jump across all those platforms, like the little platforms that blow up. Mm-hmm. I cannot, I made it to the end. I made it almost to the very end, and I died. I was so mad. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but, it happens, dude. I don't know. It's fucking
I like those kind of games. I like the Rayman games. I loved Ori and the Blind Forest, which is another game that's a platformer that's difficult like that.
I don't think Ori was as hard as Cuphead, because I played Ori. I didn't have that much frustration. When I look at Cuphead, I watched some videos, and the cool thing is it looks fair. It just looks like if you fuck up, you fuck up. Because
it's your fault. Yeah, it's your own. You screwed up somehow. It's not the game being cheap and screwing you over. It's like you not learning the pattern properly.
No, but see, I have a problem with that as well, because in that fucking bitch ass level on Candyland, when I was fucking fighting the dude, and the first dude came out was the chocolate bar.
Is that what it's called? Bitch ass level. It's chapter 4.
Bitch ass. It should be called bitch ass level. Anyways, the fucking candy bar comes out, and he's the first dude I fight. So I'm like, all right, first dude I fight is candy bar. I kill him. Second dude comes out is candy corn. I fuck him up. Third dude that came out was a stupid ass gumball machine that runs at you full speed, and you have to jump on the platform, right? Yeah, and I figured that one out. Then I died at the end for some reason because a bunch of dudes came out. I died. All right, so then I was like, okay, I got this figured out. Chocolate bar, candy corn, gumball machine. Next thing you know, first level came out, motherfucking gumball machine comes out running at me. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I kill him.
The same order.
And then the next level was the stupid ass jawbreaker alien guy that he's like, rah, rah, rah. He's fucking trying to looks like Pac-Man trying to eat you.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, fuck, that shit's frustrating.
See, I want to play this game, but I know for a fact that I will not finish it. I didn't even finish Ori and the Blind Forest because I was having a difficult time with that game.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Do you remember the Tree of Life?
Yeah, Ori and Blind Forest, I don't think it's that hard, but there's those sections of, but you know, you can get through
Tree of Life, man. God.
Yeah. But that's just fast. That's not like super difficult. You can get through that in a little bit, and then you're done. For a while, it's like you get this rush of pain, and then it's easy. And it's easy for a while.
Well, there's a lot of wandering around in Ori too, right? Where you're not really fighting anything. You're not like nothing,
and you're going back.
Sections where it's like, oh my god, that was so friggin' hard. Thank God I got through that. You know?
Oh man. Yeah, but there was a few...
Hey, Jesus. Speaking of candy corn, shout out to Alex, what is it, Wendling? In the group. He posted a picture of that candy corn on a pizza.
Yes, oh, no, that's fucking disgusting.
Oh, my God.
No.
I didn't get that until today.
It was funny, too. He was
Fuck you. If you eat...
It turned off my Xbox after getting pissed off about fighting the candy corn.
If you eat fucking candy corn on pizza, you're fucking sick in the head. You deserve to go to prison for life.
I don't know. Was that actually his, or did he just find that online?
Probably
Let us know, Alex. Did you eat that? Did you share it?
Online. It's been like a meme going around. Like I've seen it on. It's being shared all over Facebook.
Fucking
every
disgusting.
time, I just want to throw up a little bit.
What is wrong with candy corn? Why don't people like candy corn?
It doesn't taste like corn.
Eric, would you eat candy corn on pizza?
I don't understand what's disgusting about. No, I wouldn't eat on pizza, but just eating it,
I don't know if that's
for
a
like
flavor.
It's fucking disgusting. It tastes like it has that stupid ass texture that's all like dry and
like a pizza.
I've never had. I've always enjoyed.
You obviously don't have good taste.
Candy corn.
A piece. You ate a piece, but do you like? Do you
a handful of candy corn?
Are nasty.
Big
ass candy corn.
I like the pumpkins.
I've had them. I don't mind them.
It's fucking disgusting.
That's good Halloween candy.
It must be the Michigan in me. I don't know.
No, it's not. That's bad Halloween candy.
That's the worst Halloween candy.
Everyone throws out the candy corns because they're disgusting.
It's the cheapest, worst candy you can give out.
I'll eat candy corn.
I'll send you all
I'd rather get a fucking
corn through the mail, and I will eat them.
I'd rather
do a live stream.
Do a live stream.
I'd
on
rather
the
get
podcast.
fucking Tootsie Rolls over a fucking candy
I'm
corn.
not too far from the Jelly Belly factory where they make those, so
Dude, you tell those motherfuckers they need to stop making them.
I'm gonna take a video.
Get him the diarrhea Jelly Bellies.
Look at Jonathan's photo. It kind of looks like a candy corn. That shield.
Gunny, you need to go down to that fucking factory and tell those motherfuckers to stop making candy corn right now.
Yeah.
Candy corn and Jelly Belly?
Have you guys ever had candy corn Hershey Kisses?
Ew.
No.
Yeah, they made those. They made candy corn flavored.
No, you know what Hershey Kiss? Hershey Kiss is really good. The carrot cake one.
Yeah, those are good.
That one is bomb.
Candy corn carrot cake.
The PCP flavored ones are good too. It's just like PCP.
The acid flavored ones.
I can eat Reese's peanut butter cups all day.
Oh man. Anyways, guys.
Love me some hemp Hershey Kisses.
Anyways, guys. Cuphead is really like an extraordinary game. I can't believe they only charged $20 for this game. That is an amazing price. Yeah, it's only $20.
Wow.
You know why? You know why? Because everyone's like, I can't spend $60 on a game I'm not going to beat. Like, we need to lower the price just so we can get people to.
We can't even do 30 on this shit.
I was never going to be a $60 game.
No, never.
Didn't they make it a little easier?
They did.
They were supposed to, but I don't know, man.
Because I thought I heard it was much harder when they like first released information about it.
Yeah.
And then I thought they like dumbed it down for a little.
Well, it was funny because recently at PAX before the game released, at PAX West, they had a panel, right, for Cuphead, and the people who made the game were trying to play it on stage, and they couldn't beat the level they were trying to play. And these were the people that made the fucking game. So they're out there trying to play the game, and they can't beat it.
Game is hard, man. It's just a straight up hard.
It's really hard.
Cup souls.
Hey Eric, did you watch they were doing the horde mode release on Gears 4, the live stream, and that team chose to play it on hard mode, and it took like 6 hours, and they just couldn't beat it. It was so sad. Yeah, they were like, they were proposing the challenge to beat it on normal. They're like, no, we can do it on hard because we're fucking pro. And then it just got stomped.
It's sad that we can't even beat it on easy or whatever, normal, whatever we had it on. Whatever.
I know. I don't want to talk, but yeah.
Anyways, Eric, tell me what you've been playing, man, since you want to go next, apparently.
So excited to go. I think you all know what I've been playing.
Gears of War!
It's never stopped.
Gears of War.
Damn!
Gears of War!
Yeah, Gears of War 4 and 3. I'm trying to beat Gears 3 on Insane because I didn't finish it, apparently. And so if anyone wants to come in and help me beat it, you're more than welcome. And then I played Dead Space 2. I didn't beat it when it was out for 360 and it came back.
Game.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of the game I'm gonna play for a little bit, and then I'll probably switch it up for another horror game. Just being in the season of, it's October, it's close to Halloween, so I'm going for that horror genre. And then played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption because the trailer got me stoked, so I wanted to play some more Red Dead.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, that trailer has me stoked too, man. That trailer was really cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it looks sweet. I'm pretty excited to see more.
Awesome.
Well, the same people.
It is going to be the same people. I wonder if you're going to play as John Marston, because I think you will, because in the story it's a prequel to what happened before Red Dead Redemption.
I thought what was the other one? There was another Rockstar game that's like
Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah, wasn't that the prequel to Red Dead Redemption?
No, I don't think so.
No, that was a whole different story.
That was on original Xbox.
Red Dead Revolver was a whole different cowboy and a whole different story, I think.
Yeah. It wasn't really like...
Was that made by Rockstar also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Red Dead Revolver? Okay.
Which was a really good game, too. But Red Dead Redemption, the new one, is going to be a prequel to the last one. And, yeah, because they talk about the dude's gang, whatever fuck is it, Duke? Was it Duke? Or some shit like that? Duke's gang or some shit?
Duke.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing. I played Gears of War 4 today, too.
Fun times.
I played King of the Hill, and, oh my gosh, I literally 3 seconds to win for King of the Hill, and someone came into the hill, and they beat us. It was
I like that game mode. I think it was Gears of War 3.
It was so frustrating.
Also.
We were literally at 179, so we just needed like 3 more seconds.
Oh my god!
To the hill, and
how much of a comeback did they make? Like, what were they at?
150.
Oh,
yeah,
it
was so bad. Yeah, it was because I'm trying to bust into that hill to get it because I only need 3 seconds. Just one, 2, 3, boom, game over. And no, my team fell apart. I don't know what the heck was wrong with them.
It's the worst.
Then we got destroyed. Then we lost like 180 to 15. It was bad the next round.
Got stomped.
That's it for me.
Alrighty. I guess. Since Iams left, I guess Gunny will go next. Go ahead, Gunny.
Yeah, so I didn't play any Destiny 2
Okay, next up, Ryan. I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute, hold on.
This week.
Some other things.
Hey, Gunny, save one. Save one for the end. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay, yes. The one that I have at the end?
No.
Oh, right. I see
Come on, Gunny,
okay.
come on.
So I played Battlefield 1. I played the new maps, and they're pretty cool.
And they're really cool, huh? Is it the Russian ones, the snow ones?
Yeah, the one where it's got it's like that church. It's in the middle.
Mm-hmm, that's hardcore.
Cool, because we all just kind of stuck around that one and just defended the flag. And
yep.
The thing about that one is
to win that one, you have to cap the middle. That's it.
The middle. So, but you can hide, I think, on both sides of the map, even on the top. So you can pretty much just camp out. So we held that thing for at least, it felt like at least 20 minutes. And the other team, they sucked anyway, but they kept trying to come in and take over, but the guys we had on top were just sniping them down. And yeah, I think that was the only. I played the other map too as well, and they're just as pretty as the other one, SAR. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
We just played.
Do you get the? Is there like a thing where you can just play only those maps?
Yeah. They have the call the Czar.
Yeah, like choose maps, or do like custom stuff like that. I like those options.
They have different servers too. You can see the server that you're on, and it'll tell you what maps are playing or rotating on there. Like Battlefield 4, really.
At that time as well. That's cool. That's what I like about Battlefield, joining those. I usually just go in and hit custom and then choose the maps I want to.
For sure.
So it'll just find me the best connection ever, that's on the server. So other than that, I played a few matches of that Fortnite Battle Royal.
Hell yeah! I played that too.
I played it.
Hey, me
you
too.
really gotta learn the map because you come in there and you're just like, all right.
What's the highest you got, Gunny? What's the highest position you've made it to?
I got 24. Woo.
I think I was still like 50 in the 50s.
I made it to number 17.
Wow.
In my second game.
Right? I got to 6th place. I was in there for probably a half hour.
Yeah,
maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was in there for 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes probably.
I got killed 5 people. The cool thing is that I like about it is the guy who kills you can just spectate them, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So the guy who killed me when I got 6th place, I watched him get number 1. I watched him kill a couple other people and get number 1. I was rooting for that person. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, go. Get him. I see him they're ducking behind a tree. They were trying to get each other. The shooting in this game is not great. It's not Call of Duty, right?
It's not tight or anything.
I watched them both struggle, and then he got 1st place, and I was so happy.
You message him, congratulations, you won!
I didn't think about that, but that would have been awesome.
But yeah, I got 17th place, and the thing is, this game, you died, and it sometimes feels so unfair because people set you up, or they set up a trap, or they just fucking shoot you in the back of the head while you have your back to them.
Yeah,
it's crappy.
That's your fault.
And some of it's luck. Like I said, I came into the south, the guy's standing right there with a machine gun, assault rifle, just cut me down. Maybe they're trying to hit him with an axe, but that's gonna happen.
I love how it's a party that going on every match. How you get on that party bus and it has the banging music, and I get hyped up for every single round.
Yeah, because everybody's in the party bus and it's like, oh, jump out! And usually the first people you see jumping out are gonna all die in the first 10 seconds of the match.
I wait till the very end to go to the map where I can be by myself for a minute.
Yeah, same here.
I did that a couple and it was nice. Yeah.
But I still had 3 people around me.
So I was caught outside of the circle yesterday when I was playing it for a bit. So I was running to get to the inside of the circle, and I had to swim across the lake because the map was the circle ends at the other side of this lake, and you're on this side of the lake, and I'm like, well, fuck, I could either try to go around the lake, which might take me long, or I could just try to go across the lake through the water. And I was like, can my guy swim? I don't know. So I jumped in the water, and apparently the water is very shallow, but you can only walk across the water. So you're in the middle of the water. Everything's open around you. There's nowhere to hide. Yeah. So I was just spinning in circles, walking, hoping nobody was behind me. Because behind me, these 2 guys, one of them was shooting at me. And then this other guy came out of the same house that he was in and started shooting at him. So they turned around and started shooting at each other. So when they did that, I just took off running. But they were just around the corner from me. Anyways, in the middle of the water, I found a boat, guys. A badass looking boat. The best boat. The biggest boat. The best boat.
The best boat.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker.
And I jumped in the boat because there was something glowing in the boat. And I found a chest. And in this chest, dude, they had a fucking med pack, a fucking sniper rifle. It had a scoped rifle, too. And it had a bunch of fucking ammo and a bunch of armor potions and shit. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I take all of it. I wrap my guy up. I bandage him up, do all that shit. Get to the other side of the lake, go up the hill. There's a fucking sniper because I hear him. I'm like, I hear a sniper shooting at somebody, but it's not me. He's shooting somebody else. I get up to this hill. I go to this house. There was nobody there. And as soon as I come out of the house, there's a person outside with the shotgun, dude, just aiming right at me.
Oh, yeah.
And they blew me away. I didn't even have I shot at them once or twice, and they just killed me right away. I was like,
Oh, shit.
This felt so... Dude, I had a med pack. I had everything. I had, like... They probably felt like they hit the jackpot when they fucking killed me, because my guy just dropped a bunch of fucking purple guns and shit.
Yeah, like a Jesus pinata.
Yeah, pretty much. I was pissed. But that game is so fun. I want to play with the squad because I want to see how the squad mechanic works. Like if you all have to jump out together.
That looks like it will be a blast.
Yeah, we should try that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have to jump out together or you jump out different places and like one of you guys has to win, so everybody counts for the whole team. I don't know.
Yeah. I assume it's going to be like Battlegrounds where you just be in different places. But why do that?
You can be, but you're supposed to like work together as a squad.
Like a tandem jetpack.
Right, you can have one guy build shit.
Yeah, and I wonder as a squad you can have people build shit, right? Because you can have like more time to build things while other people watch your back. You just have one guy building everything.
Yeah,
that sounds really cool. Actually, I want to try that, guys. We should try it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like we need to buy it on game.
I tried it on
for sure.
A helpful tip for anybody that's playing it on PC but already owns it on Xbox, like the actual vanilla game. I just had to use my second email because it wouldn't allow me to download it with the same account. It says you already own this game on Xbox. You can't play it on here.
That's weird.
It was hella weird. So I was looking at forums like, yeah, just put it under another account. I didn't even have to verify it. It just played.
That's weird.
So I gotta admit, I kind of like this idea. It's kind of fun, but to me personally, it feels pointless. I feel like you're playing a game, but that's it. And it's over. Like you're not working towards any goals. You're not leveling up. Multiplayer to me is like leveling up, getting guns, getting levels.
But that's not the point of it.
I know that.
PUBG's the same way. You know what I mean?
Me, I don't think I'll play PUBG just for that reason. And to me, it just feels pointless.
I know what you mean. That's why I like Battlefield so much.
You should try PUBG. It's in my account.
I can't do mouse and keyboard though.
I think it has.
It has controller support now. I think
you probably don't want to play with controller.
I played it like a week before controller support, but I'm waiting for the Xbox One version or X.
I just need something to work towards, or I need some sort of characters to latch onto or something.
Stats.
You're working towards a chicken dinner, man.
I don't give a fuck about a chicken dinner. I hate chicken.
Come on.
I had a really good chicken dinner the other day.
More wins or progression you make at all?
Eric's
I haven't caught if there is any sort of progression system at all, but
yeah,
but it's free. We'll do squads.
Squads seems cool. I can get down with that at least a couple times.
Because I think you can actually get revived.
At least a couple times.
I mean, I can do that like once or twice. It's a free game, man.
It's pretty cool though that they released this mode for free and for Xbox people, because people have been wanting to play PUBG for a while. And it seems like Fortnite was like, you know what, guys? We got the game already here to make this shit. How about let's just make it and release it for free for everybody, and let's just do it. And they did it, and it's fucking awesome because it works.
Yeah, smart, and it's not broken. They did it so quick. Like, oh shit, PUBG is huge. Let's make something quick, and it's not broken.
Works.
It's cool. Yeah.
Like PUBG. I could understand why PUBG was pissed about it, but I mean, hey, it's fair game, dude. That's how it works.
The shitty thing about it is if you haven't played Fortnite, the actual game, the base game, you have no idea what to do. You don't know what this building shit is. You get in there, you're pushing buttons, and you'll probably be in a menu like clicking through like, what the fuck are these? Like walls and shit. You're gonna get sniped or killed.
Yeah.
So is PUBG just gonna keep getting pissed off when other companies basically do the same thing or same format?
Let's think everybody's gonna do it. Everybody's doing it.
I think so. I think we'll see more of these games, like especially on Steam or something.
I even guarantee you that Battlefield and Call of Duty, Call of Duty will do this
mode. I'll get down with some Battlefield, dude. If we could still keep leveling up like we do in Battlefield,
I'm pretty sure they would. They would have like. Can you imagine Battlefield, 100 players, like 100 snipers and shit, just running around fucking sniping each other and pistols and shit? That would be cool as shit. Like you all jump out of a blimp or something. That'd be fucking cool.
Right, see, Jesus, I think, that article we talked about last week, they were talking about doing that 1v100, same thing, that comes out next year.
Yeah.
I could see EA contacting those people going, come on, let's do this.
No, I could see EA just telling DICE, you should put this in Battlefield 1. And Battlefield people will be like, okay, let's do it. Like, it's not that hard. They already have the maps to do it. They have the maps that are big enough for 100 people.
Do you think a year from now people will still be excited about this formula?
It'll be dying by next week.
Yeah, it's hard to get 100 people together. Like if you did it, like we were saying earlier, if you play Call of Duty on PC, there's not even 100 people playing probably. Yeah. So that would be
look
dead.
What they did with Eric, look what they did with Gears. They just kind of made a mode where it's 25 waves of enemies instead of the normal 50.
Do Gears a Gears PUBG mode?
But what they did is they made the difficulty harder. I mean, people were just zooming through that 50 waves like it was nothing. So they just made it more difficult.
Yeah, I think I made it to 15. I was like, okay, I'm done.
I'm not a big Horde fan anyway, so I don't play much of it.
Yeah, right. If Gears of War was if Gears of War was to announce this mode, Eric would be like, "Guys, I played nothing but Gears of War Last Man Standing for the last 3 months. That's all I played."
Dude. That would be fun. I hate Gears of War. I get pissed.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of like Marcus Phoenixes running around the map shooting each other till the last one lives.
No one revived me!
No one revived me.
It'd be so shitty if they went through that whole revive thing, but there was nobody to revive you.
You just
crawl around.
Just corner. Oh man.
Everybody.
But yeah, I definitely see this mode. It's already caught on, but I see this mode in other games coming, and I think we're not far away from that. I'm pretty sure every game will have this. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, what's that game? Red Dead Redemption has it. I mean, I think Grand Theft Auto's adding this mode to their game, too.
Grand Theft Auto does have it, don't they? They have a Battle Royale kind of mode.
Yeah, they do.
So and
nobody's bitched at GTA for it. I don't see PUBG going after fucking Rockstar for doing this.
Yeah, but the reason behind that is Epic is the owner of the engine that PUBG made PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds with. So there's tricks in the Unreal Engine that they used, and Epic just knew how to do that.
Of course they did. It's their engine. They kind of
stole it from them. You know what I mean? Like, that's different, whereas like GTA just built their own shit. It's running on a completely different engine.
It doesn't matter. I mean?
It does. It does.
No, it doesn't. Because didn't that game start off of another mod?
Yeah,
it's a mod of World War Z or whatever that is.
Yeah, or H1Z1 or some shit.
H1Z1, yeah.
Okay, why isn't H1Z1 bitching at PUBG for copying their shit and stealing their engine?
He worked on H1Z1.
Exactly. They should be suing him and be like, "Fuck you, man! You stole our idea."
But it wasn't though. That's different.
It doesn't matter. I think they're just being pussies about it, and they don't go after Rockstar because they know Rockstar will just fuck them up.
And
Epic won't.
Somebody
Epic will too. They're both gonna fuck him up. If I was PUBG, I would just keep my mouth shut and hopefully try to get my damn game done before the end of the year.
That's what they're doing, basically.
They need to shut up and get their game out before the end of the year when the hype dies down for the Xbox One X. Because as soon as the new year comes around, the hype is done. The Xbox One X, the hype will be over. Like,
yeah,
you know, people have moved on. People would be like, "Oh, the next hype would be Red Dead Redemption 2 and Assassin's Creed. What's that other game? Far Cry 5 and all that shit."
Halo 6. So, speaking of which, dude, are you still hyped about the Xbox One X this week?
Yeah. Got it pre-ordered. Cool. Got 2 of them pre-ordered, Iams. You want one?
I got 2 of them pre-ordered, too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck. Why are you guys pre-ordering 2 of them?
Why not?
Well, one of them's on my Best Buy. No, one of them... Okay, I did them both on my Best Buy card. So one of them was with the extra perks, but no interest-free for 24 months. And then the other one is just with the extra whatever points, but I have to pay it right away. Options.
Anybody get the SNES Friday?
Yeah, Jesus. How'd you...
Fuck that shit. Yeah, that didn't work out very fucking well.
You didn't get me one?
No, hell no. I didn't get myself one. What the fuck are you talking about, man? That shit sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
I hate when Nintendo drops something like the Mini NES, the SNES, or the Switch, and then there's ads all over Facebook. It's out now. Get it in stores today.
Yeah, right.
Motherfucker, it's not.
Yeah, for like 30 minutes it's in the store.
Not even 30 minutes. I literally showed up at Toys R Us 30 minutes after it opened, and they were sold out. The dude was like,
the first launch for it?
Yeah, the dude was like, yeah, we're sold out. Like, they sold out like in the first 5 minutes of the store opening.
Wow.
We had people online.
Yeah, I saw people do like midnight postings and stuff from the night before. So
I went to Walmart like in the afternoon, and they had posted signs on the door saying "Sold out of SNES Classic. Don't ask."
Yeah.
Somebody on Facebook said they went to Walmart and they were asking, and then the employee said all the rest of the other employees bought all the ones they had.
Oh, I bet they would have. I would have too if I worked there. Why not? Fuck. Making you work graveyard shift and shit.
It then if you're just going to sell it to the employees.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, yeah. Well, GameStop does the same shit too, though, right? With like console launches and shit.
Goodwill does that too, man. They take all the good stuff.
Goodwill. Anyways, guys, talking about classic SNES, let's look on Craigslist real quick. You can buy one over at Clackamas for $200.
Oh boy!
Starting at $200, or you can go over to Portland and get one for $160. But the cheapest price right now, currently going on Craigslist, is in Portland for $120, sealed in box. Super Nintendo.
We're doing news already?
Yeah.
No,
this is just news.
I haven't even talked about what I played yet.
This is just news about the classic.
Gunny's still talking about what he played.
Yeah, I'm just giving you guys updates on the classic, man, if you guys want one.
You guys, I got to tell you something. I'm looking on Craigslist right now, and I got to give a big, huge shout out to whoever posted this post. So their post says, don't pay more than $79.99. Heads up, do not pay these scumbag scalpers whatever they're asking for their SNES Classic Mini consoles. And then you post Reggie says that there'll be a bunch available. I love the fact somebody posted that on Craigslist.
Yeah.
That's right, cool. Is that Reggie himself posting that shit on Craigslist?
Yeah. Right next to it is one. Oh, it's one for 140, 140, 180, 180, 150.
Oh man, that's wild. Oh well. Anyways, moving on to what else have you been playing, Gunny?
No, so I'll save the last one so Ryan can talk about it first.
All right.
But that's all I'm playing, guys.
Well, go ahead, and then we'll just go into what I played because we've already talked about them.
Yeah, so that would be Pinball FX3.
Is it good?
Yes.
I didn't buy any extra tables, but I think I imported like 40 tables from my
40?
Previous.
There's 68 altogether tables.
So yeah, and I like how they redid a lot of the art on the tables and stuff like that. New
effects.
I think it's new effects, new achievements, all that stuff.
Well, no, it's the same achievements, just you can get them again.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like the same achievements that they had in Pinball FX2, but it's just moved into Pinball FX3, and they can add more, I think, but I don't think they're going to.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping for new ones, but
I love all the Marvel tables. Those are all cool. Wild West. That's another one of my favorite tables.
That's a great table, yeah.
Because
really
you
fun.
Keep that ball going forever. For
a
while. But I like how they added these like boosters or something. It just adds XP, I think, as well.
Well, no, what the boosters does, it'll give you better scores and stuff because they'll be like, one will give you like, you earn XP for the boosters to level the boosters up. And basically, so like when you shoot your first ball on the table and it goes into the bumpers and starts bouncing around, there'll be a counter that's like, okay, you got to hit the bumper 25 times and you're going to send that booster up to level 1. And then you unlock it and you can put that on. So now each time it levels up, it will give you better stats. So when it hits level 1, you get 20% extra score for when you're hitting bumpers. So it's a way to make things easier for people to get higher scores. But I mean, you can play classic mode as well, which is just regular everyday pinball. And they also have the multiplayer mode isn't what I thought it was going to be. It's sort of like someone posted someone posts a score and you can challenge that score and try and beat it, right? Yeah. So, wonder what's going on.
I wonder what the reasoning is for that. Like why they didn't just put it in like an actual.
It's hard to do a pinball game when you're both playing at the same time. It's really
it could be like a lag thing.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what it comes down to. But basically, it'll give you 3 scores on a table, and you'll say, okay, I think I can beat this score, and you get XP, online XP. So there's a leaderboard of like, there's all kinds of stuff in this game that it's like there's XP for this and XP for your boosters, XP for playing online, XP for playing single player. It's all kinds of stuff. So. But yeah, I mean, all the tables are really neat. They've cleaned all of them up and made them look a lot nicer. Gave them a lot of new effects and new little twinkles here and there that are really nice. Yeah, twinkles. So yeah.
Did you play that golf? That mini golf game, wasn't it by the same people?
Yes, Infinite Mini Golf.
Yeah, did you play that?
Yeah, I have it. It was pretty good.
I gotta go.
Oh, so
sorry, guys.
All right, man.
Sorry. Bye, Eric. Bye.
Have a good show, guys.
You gonna go freestyle right now?
Yeah.
Freestyle. Like, plug me in there. Plug Horribly Awkward. Thank you.
I will.
All right. See you on Gears, man.
All right, guys. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Later.
We still here?
Yeah.
All right.
Pinball is something I just don't get, man. I honestly just don't get it. It's one of those things that I've never clicked with. I kind of like playing it in person, but my games are very short.
Yeah. You get used to it, You start getting your angles down. You start getting like your timing for hitting those. Hit certain ramps and stuff, and you start to learn the table and what ramps you got to hit in order to set things off and get high scores, and you know what I mean. Like you eventually you'll learn it. You have to sit down with a table and really get the feel of the table, because everything's got different angles and your timing is different for different tables.
But you don't just constantly hit the bumpers like I do. Go tick 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 tick, and then hopefully it hits the ball.
No, you gotta aim. You gotta try, anyways. Hey, man, like it's. I have games like that too, though. Iams, where it's like I might be like 2 minutes on a table and it's done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've sued 3 times. But there is other things in Pinball FX3 that are for people like you that don't like that. There's something there's modes where you can play constantly automatic ball save, and it'll be like you have 5 minutes to get the highest score that you can.
And that's cool.
So it's like even if you sewer, even if it drops out the side lane or whatever, it still gives you the ball back, and you just keep going and going and going for 5 minutes trying to get the best score you can within 5 minutes. So, like, that's a mode that people that get frustrated with, ball outs and stuff like that, they could really get into this game and play it that way. And I think Zen was trying to pull people like that in to say, like, hey, you know what? Here's a pinball game for you that it might be easier for you to actually play, right? And compete with other people, because they're really about the competition of scores and whatnot. Like, I will say one thing though, like, it is very buggy right now. On Xbox One, I have had it crash and lag on me multiple times. Every time I hit a jackpot, it like freezes up for a second, and then the ball just ends up in a different place, like without even seeing it go there. And I couldn't
install it right on PC.
I did install it. I have it on my laptop, and it runs fine on my laptop. I've had no issues so far. But on the Xbox One, oh my God, it's some days it works, some days it doesn't. It's really, really hit or miss.
Yeah, I've played it on both. I played it on both Xbox and on PC.
For some reason, on this PC, I can't. It's installed, but I keep getting this root error that I cannot figure out for the life of me. The Windows Store is fucked up for me on this computer, but on my laptop, it's fine. It installs and it plays fine. I don't know what the problem is. It's really weird.
But I like the fact that they made it like a Play Anywhere title. This is cool because that wasn't like that before. So
no, and your tables import to Windows 10 as well, which it didn't do before for Pinball FX2. I owned all the tables, but I couldn't play it on Windows 10 because those tables didn't import to Pinball FX2 on Windows 10. It would only port to Xbox One, and they've changed that now. So now, even on Windows 10, the stuff you own on Xbox One now ports over to the Windows 10 version. I'm trying to think of... so I played almost every table. I think I got a couple of the Marvel tables that I haven't played yet, but I mean, I played them before. It's not really a big deal. And I'm loving it. It's Pinball FX. You know what I mean?
I think a new mode they have in there, and I haven't played it yet, is a practice-only mode. And I thought that's cool for like really hardcore players who just want to get in there and not necessarily chase a score every game.
Yeah, and learn what sets things off. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You got to hit this ramp 3 times, and then hit that ramp twice, and then you'll set off multi-ball or whatever, right? And I think I haven't been in the practice mode yet, but I think you can actually go in and pick like what mode you want to set off, and it will show you how to set that mode off, and then you can practice it over and over again. I have to go in and actually try that and find out for sure, but I think that's how it works.
I wouldn't be surprised also. I think one of the things you showed me was in the help section. I think also it shows you a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, I can't believe how much stuff is in here.
Well, there's table guides and everything.
The table guides, that
teach you basically what you have to do on the table to, get to wizard mode. So it's pretty cool, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to be playing it obviously a lot. So
yeah, I'm not a big pinball person, but once I get into it, I'll be playing it for a while. And I was playing it here on this week on Windows 10. So
yeah, I saw you had some scores posted. I beat them all.
Because that's what I was trying to do. I was like, I see a score. I'm going to beat it. So I'm going to have to go back.
Because I think there was one or two that you didn't. No, I think I beat all your scores. Wingman had a score that I couldn't beat on one of the tables. But I'll get it.
Yeah, I'll go back and look and redo them. So work at them.
And that's the fun thing about it. Like if you have a lot of friends that are playing, you always have that constant competition where you look at the leaderboards and you go, oh, so this guy's been playing, Gunny beat my score on this table. So now I got to focus on this table and try and beat his score. And then he comes back and goes, oh, he beat my score. God damn it, I got to, and you get that competitive edge going back and forth between people. It's fun.
Yeah.
I had that going on with Scott Clark a little bit. We had a couple of tables we were fighting with each other on.
I think he messaged me. He goes, I beat you. I was like, what? No. Darn it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really it's really something when it's one of your favorite tables too. You're like, oh no, this can't happen.
You got to get it.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I've been playing. Pinball FX and Cuphead. I mean, Cuphead's great. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It is hard. It's tough. We already talked about that. It's not an easy game, but it's one of those games you got to sit there and put your mind to and actually push through it.
You got to figure out the patterns. Is what it is, right? Like once you realize the patterns and you kind of memorize shit, you're like, okay, I can figure out how to beat this guy.
But the thing is sometimes they change shit up.
They do, yeah.
Yeah,
they do.
Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember what one it was, but there was this guy, and one time he would throw out all these knives, and they would all kind of float out and kind of chase you around and shit. Another time he would throw junk at you, like treasure, like goblets and fucking gold pieces and rubies and shit, and he was throwing that at you, and you had to dodge it. And then another time, I can't remember what the other one was. He was throwing glowing balls at you or something like that. And it was all different. You had to fucking figure out all three of them because you never knew which one was going to come up. It's the same as the Candyland level that we were talking about earlier, where it's like you never know what order those guys are going to come out in. It could be the fucking gumball machine first, and then the fucking candy corn, and then the chocolate bar. It could be the gobstopper first. You know what I mean? Like it's always different.
Yeah, it kind of randomizes it. Okay,
it kind of throws you for the loop. But once you learn the pattern of each of those guys, it's still a pain in the ass to do. It's not easy, but you get to the end. I haven't beaten that stupid witch at the end. Did you get to her yet? Jesus?
No, I was really close, dude, but I got killed by the little guy that runs across the screen on the bottom.
Yes,
little knight. Yeah,
and the first guy that comes out, there's none of them. The second guy that comes out, there's like one that runs across every once in a while, and then the third guy comes out, and they just keep fucking constantly coming out. It's crazy. And then that's the end is this girl comes out, she's got her gun, and she shoots cotton candy balls that come flying out.
Yeah. She's on the top, right?
Yeah, and I shot her so many times. I hit her with the super. Do you have the shotgun, Jesus?
No.
Oh, go get that, dude.
How? I have no coins.
Oh, you gotta finish levels to collect coins.
Yeah, dude, it's shitty. You have to connect those stupid running guns to fucking.
So you can go back into the menu and.
There's a shop in the main. There's a shop in the main first island that you go, and there's like a pig, and you talk to the pig, and he's like, "I got these guns
shop
for
in
you."
the second island too, Jesus.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you can buy upgrades from him and stuff.
Besides the art style of this game, though, I have to say my other favorite part of the game is the music. I fucking love the jazz music, dude. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love it too, man.
And like in the beginning of each level,
it's got that
like
old jazz piano.
Yeah, like in the beginning of each fight, it'll be like, "This fight is gonna be red hot," and then like fight, and then the fight starts, and then you start shooting the dude or whatever. Then you start figuring out the patterns, and the music is playing and shit. And then the jazz gets crazier as the level goes on, and then you get to the end. It's like knockout, and then you're like, "Oh yes, I fucking won!" And you're like, "Oh."
A few times I heard that knockout, and I'm like, I'm still hitting the button, like, come on,
dude.
Yeah!
Yeah, my controller. Yeah, I was gripping my controller hard, dude. Like that fucking thing. I'm surprised it didn't break. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
that's all I played, guys.
What about you, Iams?
Iams.
What haven't I played since the last time I've been on here? Should I play? Dude, this has been such a rock solid game, a year of games, man. It's crazy. Let's see. I played. I played Dishonored: Death of the Outsider.
Oh yeah, that's the newest one.
Yeah,
It's a standalone. Is it? How much is it? Like $40 or something?
It's $30. But this is a full game, man. I rented it from GameFly because GameFly did that cool thing where they go, "Hey, you haven't been around for a while. Join us back for $1." You know, so I joined them back for $1 for the month. So I got Dishonored. When I rent games, I don't usually take my time with them. For some reason, I feel like I should just play them real quick and send it back so I can possibly get another game.
Yeah.
So I played through this as fast as I possibly could, and it was about 6 hours. So it's not a short game. I didn't do any stealth. I didn't look for any bone charms. I just ran through it and killed as many people as I could, and it still took it was about 6 hours. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's a full game for $30, dude. If you like Dishonored, you're gonna love it. It's more Dishonored. Runs great, looks great. You play as Billy Lord, who was one of the side characters in the last game. And in this game, you're out to assassinate the Outsider. The Outsider is that one dude who just shows up in the dream sequence type of things.
Yes.
So it's cool. I hear that if you play multiple playthroughs, you get different powers. I didn't play multiple playthroughs, so I'm not sure if how true that is. But it's cool. It's got the other games have that blink ability. This one has a thing called Displaced, which is kind of cool. You can kind of mark a target, an area you want to transport to, blink to, teleport to, but you can still kind of run around and move around. So if enemies are following you, you can get them all to chase you, and then just click the left button, and it'll go right to where you marked, which is kind of
nice.
Cool. If you want to get away, if you want to get away from some enemies, it's got this. There's one that's really cool. So you can steal people's faces. You sneak up on them, and you just basically steal their face, their identity, and you can walk through other enemies because they think you're that person.
Oh, cool.
That's a good one, especially when they're standing in a spot where you need to go.
Yeah, so if you're like, okay, there's 6 enemies right there. I can
having
get
to kill all
that
3
one.
of them.
Yeah, I can get to that one guy, and then I can walk past the other 5, and you can do that. It's kind of neat like that. But Yeah, for $30, definitely worth it. If you're a fan of Dishonored, you're gonna love it because it's more Dishonored. It feels like Dishonored. But it's a great rent. I don't know if they have it at Redbox, do they? I got it from GameFly.
I'm sure it's still out there.
Yeah,
it's
so I mean, it's still
new.
worth the money. If you have PC, I mean, I see a lot of codes for like $19 all the time. That's a great price for it. Let's see, what else did I play? I'm playing Disgaea 5 on the Switch. I got a review code from Nipponishi with the software, the developer. They sent me a code to play it, and I really don't know. This turn-based Japanese RPGs are tough, man, and I'm learning it. I'm just learning how to do it, but I think I'm getting to a point where I kind of almost know what's going on. So I'm having fun. It's a perfect game for the Switch. You pick up the Switch and you can play little stages and, just turn it off. It's great for laying in bed and playing. You don't need a lot of control over the thumbsticks. It's all turn-based. It's perfect for the Switch. And if you buy, I don't know if it's because I got a review code or if it's because it's the completed edition, but on the Switch, I got like right off the bat, got like 1 million currency. So they gave me like 1 million currency so I could buy all these cool characters already. And if I want to spend money, I've got like $1 million to just blow, which is awesome.
Cool. Damn.
Yeah, it's called Hell, HL. They call it Hell in the game too. Like, you can win Hell. We don't have any Hell. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's strange.
Is it like a Pokemon style type? Is it like a 1v1 kind of turn-based thing, or? No,
it's top down. It's got this. It's Japanese all the way. It's weird fucking stories. I can tell you this one. I went and it started off. There's this chick, like, she's just standing by the scale and she steps on it and she's like, oh, she backs off. And then she steps on the scale again, like, oh, like, I don't know what's going on, but there's a cake right there on the table. And then she steps off the scale, and then these other characters come in. They're talking, right? They're just like, oh, she's not eating all the same sweets that she usually eats. What's wrong with her? And you find out she has some like eating disorder and she's afraid to get fat. And then she's mad at my character because he eats a lot before battles. It's totally fucking weird. And all of a sudden you're fighting these chicks. You're fighting them because they're pissed off at you because you eat it before battles, and she's afraid of getting fat. It's so weird, man. I dig it though. It's fun.
Cool. Yeah, Disgaea. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it or compare it to other games like this because I don't play them usually. So I'm thankful they sent me a review code, and I'll talk about it more definitely on Horribly Awkward when I get a chance. But yeah, it's cool. This is not a game I wanted to pay for because I didn't think I'd get into it. So it's cool that I got it. Sweet. John's alive. He's over there. Johnathan Hall. What else? What else am I playing? Life is Strange. Life is Strange is Before the Storm. Episode 1 came out. Is just as, I'm not gonna say it's just as good as the original game because I think Hannah Tell as Max was what kind of made that game, and she's not in this game. This is a prequel. So it's Chloe, the main character Chloe, which is voiced by another girl who does a really good job at being Chloe, and it's Rachel Amber. So it's them two basically in this game. And if you guys have played the original game, Rachel Amber is missing at the beginning of episode 1. She's missing. So this is going to lead up to how she disappears, which is kind of cool, and it's really good. The fucking story is good, man. When the episode ends, you're just gonna want more, man. You do want more, like now. But it's the waiting game. Gotta wait, but it's still good. Has anybody played Life is Strange?
No.
I played the first one a bit. So, yeah,
okay,
I still need to finish it, but yeah, it was good.
How far did you get?
Shit.
I don't know. Episode 3?
I finished the first episode of the first one.
I was told the first episode. I think I almost finished the first one.
Well, the first 2 episodes are just like simple shit, like Telltale shit. When you get to episode 3, everything changes and the story goes really dark to places you wouldn't think it would go. And from there on out, it's just a really dark story. And I
just really like it because it's based off of Oregon.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, you got to get to episode 3. Episode 3 will like go, oh, fuck, dude, punch to the stomach. I feel bad. And then the rest of the story is all really, really dark where you had no idea it was going. And I don't think a lot of people get that far because they play the first 2 episodes and it's just a simple Telltale-like story.
Okay, well, now that you told me this, I will go, because I bought the whole game, the 5 episodes. I have them all. I bought them all for like $12 one day. I just never played them. I played
There's a lot of creepy, dark, perverted shit that happens.
Ooh, okay.
That you wouldn't expect. And not a good way.
Like the movie It.
I've heard that. about the game. That like episode 3 gets really out of control and weird.
Yeah, so everybody knows I've always really, really liked that game. It was my game of the year, basically the year it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's really good too. There's no rewind mechanic. Obviously, Max is not in it, but there is a mechanic where, because you're Chloe and she's a smart ass, right? She's always got to be a smart ass and talk shit. So there's this meter where you can talk shit with people and you have to go back and forth with insults, right? You have to win this meter. And it's cool. You have to pick the right one. So they'll say a line, and you have a comeback. And if you pick the right comeback, like the best one, your meter will go up, and then you could win these conversations, which is kind of cool. I only won one, and I lost like 2 of them. So it's not an automatic win.
Hey, Iams, if you like that, you should try. Oh, sir, the insult simulator.
Oh, is that what that is? I've heard of that.
It's actually pretty funny, but it's like similar to that. It's like you're throwing insults. So there's a whole bunch of different characters, and depending on what character you get, you have to insult whatever is going to hurt him the most. So you look up their character bio and kind of learn what insults would hurt them the most. So you have to come up with the best insult out of the stuff that they give you to pick from. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. That's like
I think it's only like $2 or $3 or something like that. It's not expensive.
Is it Japanese? Do you have like a little Japanese girl?
No, it's not. It's like old timey English.
Is it?
So it's like, oh sir, the insult simulator.
Oh, that sounds already. That sounds.
We could probably find it on CD keys for Steam, for $1.
Like $1, yeah. I think it was like $3 or $4 on Xbox. So I'm sure you could probably, or it probably came up in it'll come up in a Humble Bundle or something like that.
Yeah. That sounds cool. I love that there's people creative enough to just do random off the wall shit. Like that other one, it's like shower with your dad or some shit.
Shower with your dad is awesome. The trailers for that game are just great.
Yeah, that was I never played that, but just hearing people talk about it, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. I played Bloodborne. Fuck that game. I like the mechanics and I like the way the game is, but I'm not into that kind of repetitive shit where you're just constantly grinding through a little area to, it's something that turns me off, man.
I don't like a game where I have to go in and say, okay, here's the boss, but you have to like wait for him to like swing 2 or 3 times, and then you can swing your axe or sword at him, and then that fight will last, 15, 20 minutes. Okay, on to the next one. Yeah, I don't care for that.
It's just a lot of hit and miss. It's like you go through this whole area to get to that boss, and if you die at the boss, you got to go through that whole area again. Now you can run past everybody and try not to get hit, but it's just like when you but you're not going to be leveled up enough to really beat that boss down. So you got to go back and you want to grind.
You got to grind the level out. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like that's not the kind of repetitive shit that I like. But if it wasn't so repetitive like that, I would actually like it a lot. Like I like the way the world looks. I like the enemies, and I like the way the mechanics feel. It feels really good to play and kill somebody. But that just I don't know. I don't get it, man.
Bloodborne looks even better than Dark Souls 3 in my opinion. I mean, just from the color and art style and stuff.
Yeah, it's all really washed out. Both of those games look super washed out. Yeah. But I can see why people like them, but I just don't like them for that reason.
Yeah.
So other than that, dude, Nier, still game of the year. Nier Automata. Damn, that game's fucking good, man.
It is.
Yeah, I tell everybody if you haven't played through it, you have no right to even make a game of the year. You don't have a right to make a game of the year discussion. Period. If you don't even at least accept it. I
don't know, man. I played like the first maybe hour and a half.
Yeah,
and it didn't pull me in, man. I haven't gone back to it.
Yeah, me either. It's the second and third playthrough where you really start going, oh shit! Now I've never seen anything like this. thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus, for creating people that created video games. It's one of those type of things. It's so good, man. It's totally different. It's one of the most creative things I've ever played. But it took a little while. I mean, I really liked grinding things out in that game. That's the kind of game I do like, grinding things out and leveling up weapons and leveling up the character and all the chips you can change around. But at first, it's a little slow and weird, but it's so phenomenal.
I gotta go back to it.
It's one of those games you got to dedicate, though. You got to play all 3 playthroughs to get the full experience. So that's going to take you a minimum of 30 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I spent like 50 hours. I'm about to buy it on PC so I can replay it again on PC.
Don't do that. Gunny has it.
Yeah, I have it on my Steam.
Yeah, I'd rather pay for it because that's a game that I'll play for a long time once I start. And that means I tie your Steam account up for 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
I think. Well, I think what it is
time zone too. So like. Yeah. At least I know I can play in the evening, and Gunny probably won't be around.
Yeah, this is a game I do not mind paying for again.
Because when I start playing, then Ryan's usually, he's so late his time.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is one of those games I don't mind at all paying for again. But I don't want to spend $40 for it. I want to wait for like a $20, $30 sale.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a full game. I hate to tie someone's Steam account up when I'm playing a full game. Like, Gunny, get the fuck off, man! I'm playing your game.
I think it actually works the other way around, where it'll say, "Hey,
if he logs in, it'll say,
it'll tell you
you have 5 minutes to save your game because you're getting the boot." Yeah,
that's not mine. Other than that, not much, dude. I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff coming this month, though.
What are you looking forward to,
dude? Well, Assassin's Creed is my most anticipated game. I'm mostly looking forward to that, but I might wait to get that on Xbox One X.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mario looks phenomenal. I'm hearing like a lot of the Giant Bomb guys and IGN guys say that's the best game they've seen this year. It's just a lot of fun.
I got a chance to play a little bit of it, and I really enjoyed it, man.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm probably gonna pick that one up.
Yeah, bright and colorful. I just want to smile when I play a game.
Right? Yeah, something different.
What else comes out this month? We got Wolfenstein.
South Park.
We got Assassin's Creed. South Park. We got
South Park.
Shadow of War is out in a week,
man.
Tuesday. Shadow of War comes out in a week.
Yep.
I think that's gonna float me by. I don't think I'm gonna get into that.
I didn't really enjoy the first one, but I'm probably gonna end up buying Shadow of War because my brother really enjoyed it. The first one. So
I had a weird experience with the first one where it was like at first I hated it, and then all of a sudden everything clicked, and I got it, and I kept playing through. I ended up finishing it, but it was really weird how it was like at first I was like, I don't even want to play. I don't want to do this. This sucks. I don't like it. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, wow, I killed that guy. I killed that guy. Now I'm above that guy, and I got this guy on my team. Yeah, woohoo. And like it stalled. Everything clicked.
Sometimes we just resist. And I did that with Mass Effect Andromeda. I resisted, and I absolutely hated the first 20 hours. And I actually pushed through 20 hours. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, shit, I love this. Now every time I go back to the home base, I'm talking to all the characters. I'm like, okay, now I was resisting. I was just totally fucking resisting. And then now it's one of my favorite games this year, which is weird. But I played 20 hours and I absolutely hated it.
Really?
I mean, you could ask Jesus. I was in the chat saying, I don't like this brink.
Yeah.
This is dumb. I'm not feeling it. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, I love it.
I really liked it from basically from the get-go. I went in knowing that Commander Shepard and those people are dead. I was like, those motherfuckers are dead. It's a whole new story. Let's do this. And it worked.
But it was just different characters, and I didn't have any ties yet. And once I started caring about the characters like Vetra and stuff, and you just like, okay, every time I go back, I want to talk to her and get some more dialogue out of her.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, I do like that guy. Yeah.
Where does Hellblade land in your top?
Hellblade was a fantastic game, but I don't know yet. There's still games coming out, but I want to say as of right now it does.
Yeah. That's honestly like gonna be a contender for me personally. Like that game was fantastic all the way through. I loved it.
Yeah. The only downsides to me it had is that there was never any mechanical changes. It was like the same thing, very simple, which that also worked in a way.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like that, but there was points where you would for me personally, I would just get like, what am I supposed to do? And it doesn't explain. You got to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like there's points where I wandered around for long periods of time trying to figure something out, and then all of a sudden it would click, and I'd be like, I thought, that's got to go there and line up with that. Now I see it.
Too much puzzles for me.
The puzzles I like the puzzles though. I usually hate puzzles, but especially the ones where you look through that thing and it changes when you go through those. Fuck, what would you call those?
Yeah,
you walk through the arches and it changes. Those are awesome.
Yeah. And it's like you look through the arch and you can see, oh wait, that bridge isn't there, and then you go over the other side and you're like, no, that bridge isn't there, and then you walk through it and you're like, shit, I can cross that motherfucking bridge now.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, the girl who voices, and also the girl that beautiful girl who does the motion capture, she's like stunning to just look at. Her eyes are huge. Dude, I want to fall in love with her right now. But so I mean, yeah, that definitely is going to be
a contender.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here, man.
But I mean, Assassin's Creed, I'm really looking forward to. I really like digging into those games. I love them.
Yeah, that looks cool.
We'll have to have you back on because I think you're probably going to play some games that we may not.
Yeah, definitely.
I know Jesus wants to play Assassin's Creed.
Right now, I'm picking like which ones. Like, which one do I play that's gonna last me a while, and which one? What's the next game I get, or do I skip a game and just wait for a sale on that one? It gets tough because a couple years ago I just buy all the games and I wouldn't really give them the love or the time they needed, so I wouldn't take as much from them. I grew out of that, so I'll pick a game, the next game I really want to play, and then Evil Within 2 comes out too. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that looks great. The trailers are really good.
So I think Mario will be on the 27th. I think I'll get that, and then I think I'll wait for Assassin's Creed. If I'm going to get an Xbox One X, I might as well
wait. Yeah,
to play like a new game on it.
And you need to pick up.
I think Mario Odyssey is gonna be like, it's gonna be a long game.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be a game you're gonna get through that quick.
Mario seems like a good game too on the Switch, where you can keep going back to it rather than sitting down and having to play through it. Just the way the stages are.
Yeah.
Is this mic on?
Yeah.
Are you listening to me?
We're listening. We just talked over you.
Thank you. I said get Forza 7.
I don't want it.
No, I don't want Forza, dude. It's just Forza is really, people talk about games being a rehash or whatever's out. Forza is like, if I woke up playing a Forza game, I couldn't tell you what Forza game I was playing.
It's not even a new skin. It's basically the same thing. But it's Forza, man. You got to buy it. I got to buy the Ultimate Edition.
I bought one. It was good enough. Forza Horizon, that's a little bit more fun.
Yeah. I'm the same way, Iams.
Yeah, you played it. I mean, you played Forza 5. That's the same as 6, same as 7. It's
just better looking.
Yeah, there's nothing new to it. You don't add turtle shells or nothing, banana pills, nothing.
That's not true. I mean, there is new features in the game, but
is there?
Yeah. Well, they've done a lot of work. They used to have like these amazing skyboxes. So they took the tech from the skyboxes and started using it on like the surroundings and the vehicles and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So like things look like, I didn't even play it in 4K. I played it on an Xbox One S. And it looked friggin' stunning. Like, just amazing looking. Stunning. It absolutely looks good, but it's another racing game, right? Like,
it's fucking 4K, Forza.
4K, bro?
When's the last time you played a Forza game and you thought to yourself, this looks like shit?
I played the winter maps in Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah.
And I have nothing against Forza. I just don't feel like buying it.
Neither do I. I'm not gonna buy it.
I might play it. I bet you if I play a demo, I'll get all I need out of it. Yep. Because there's no story or anything really.
There's nothing there for me. You just race.
There's a lot of progression and unlocking and buying.
Yeah, it sounds boring.
That's usual Forza stuff. You know what I mean?
Now Forza in like a VR, that would be pretty cool. I might be interested.
Well, they're doing Gran Turismo Sport in VR.
They are. There you go,
Yeah.
Iams. Your reason to buy PSVR.
No, I don't want a VR, dude. I don't.
You're gonna get PSVR, Iams? Come on.
No, I have like I've said before, I have a near side eye and a far side eye, so I can't really focus. It gives me a
Just
headache.
buy contacts and shit and wear them. Wear glasses.
Can't have contacts. I got this thing in the inside of my eye, so it rubs on it.
You're all hypochondriacs.
It's a sty, sir. It's a sty.
Get fucking glasses.
You're hot.
You wear glasses and use VR. I thought you could wear glasses and use VR. Is that?
You can.
Yeah, there you go.
But my glasses are all scratched. There's a lot of reflection.
Oh my god, here we go. What's the next excuse?
Put on a CVS, buy like a $10 pair.
Oh man. Anyways, the person who was supposed to go next just hung up on the call.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, before he gets back, do you guys watch the video on that new $150 HDMI
Adam.
cable that's supposed to make things look better?
I did. I saw that video.
So the video is cool. Like there's a cable. It's actually USB powered. It needs extra power.
Yep.
So this is cool because this is a step.
I like it.
They're going towards better tech, right? Like this right here is mainly for if you're watching 480p, 720, maybe 1080. It has anti-aliasing in the HDMI cable. There's side-by-side comparisons. It's obviously better. When you get into the 4K stuff, you're not really going to see as much noticeable difference. But I feel it's cool that later on we could expect this. Like, oh, instead of getting the Xbox One X, we could just upgrade our HDMI. Wouldn't that'd be amazing, right?
No, that's not gonna be.
Never heard of that.
You're still not gonna have the power.
Yeah, you won't have the power, but I'm just saying for little things like right now I'm playing on the Switch. I'm playing Disgaea 5, and on some of it's a little pixelated and a little squarey. It doesn't look as smooth as it can. But if a cable,
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your HDMI cable. That's
No, you gotta watch this video though, Ryan, because I watched this video believing it was bullshit, right? As soon as I saw Iams posted, I was like, Iams is falling for some crazy ass clickbait shit. $150 HDMI cable that'll up-res your graphics. And then I fucking watched this video. And these guys went through and they said they did like, what was it, over 20 hours of video they recorded where they were comparing the cable and like HDMI cables, and they were saying that if you have like a 720p game and you use it with the regular cable, and they recorded that footage, then they recorded footage using the new $150 cable. I think it was called like the Monster cable or the M cable or some shit. The cable that was the USB powered one, the $150 one, it actually made it look like there was no anti-aliasing and shit like that. Like, it made the jaggies go away. It made shit look better. It really worked.
On the older
I was surprised.
480p.
Yeah.
You get the 480p, it's really blocky. And
yeah, they said with like Mario games, like back in like Super Mario, like Super Nintendo and shit, they said that didn't really work so well because it was 16-bit graphics.
So what if you take your Xbox One X and put your $150 HDMI cable on it? Does it make it look even better?
No, they said...
Well, yes, a little bit.
Well, they said in 4K or anything higher than 1080p really doesn't really make much of a difference, they said. They said even at 1080p it doesn't make much of a difference. It's really made for like 720p and like 480p.
Stuff. Yeah. So what I'm saying is in the future they're gonna definitely work on this. I don't think the tech's gonna die right away. They could work on it so the price will come down. Well, what if we got $30 cables in the future that like really helps the visual quality of shit? That would be amazing.
I think it'll be amazing. I think it'll be a good thing. I think we can have.
Well, 4K already looks good, so not much you could do with a better cable.
Yeah,
but for 1080p content and stuff,
it was really cool watching the way that cable worked. Though there was games being played at 720p, like fucking old games, like Uncharted games or Tomb Raider, and like it looked way better with the cable.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's cool. I'm not saying I'd pay $150.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was my next question. Was you gonna get one, Iams?
If I was a PlayStation 3 exclusive gamer, probably.
Yeah, maybe. But I just think it's cool that there's somebody who came up with this tech. That is really cool.
That is cool.
So you could play like a Wii game, like an old Wii game, which is like 480p, I think Wii was, and it might look a little sharper, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, because some of those Wii games are pretty rough.
So where's Johnathan at? You dropped out?
Yeah, I'm calling him back, but he's not answering, so...
I think he's gone for the show.
He's going to play some
Titanfall 2 or some
Destiny.
He says his internet is down at the moment, but yet he's messaging me on Messenger.
You know what? Why doesn't he...
It's on his phone, probably, right? Yeah.
If he has issues with his Skype, why doesn't he just use his phone? That shit always works better anyways.
Yeah.
Could be a phone call if he's going to use his data. Or maybe assuming he's got Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah, I guess. God, I forget that not everyone has unlimited everything.
Yeah.
I always forget about that. Like, some people actually pay for certain data.
Well, it was funny because I was talking to my boss the other day, and he was talking about how on his data plan for his house internet, like his Comcast, he said he looked it up because he has a data cap for like a 1 terabyte. And I was like, dude, you need to look that up, because I use up like 2 terabytes a month. And he was like, well, I'm going to see how much I use. He said he uses 300 gigs a month.
Yeah, mine's not that much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how you use that much, dude.
I use
crazy.
2 terabytes. I don't know how. I download
That's 4K porn, dude. You guys watch constant 4K porn.
Constantly streaming 4K
Who watches porn in 4K?
Who doesn't?
4K
Who
or bust,
doesn't?
dude.
4K porn
No,
is
man.
the
Then you
best.
see all the fucking little pimples and fucking gross shit.
Yeah, I don't want to see all those details.
I'd love to see razor burn. Fucking love it.
Anyways.
All the little fucking stubbles and hair back out.
The reason I think we go through that much data a month is because my brother has the bad habit of, like, he'll delete games and he just re-downloads them. He doesn't keep them on his hard drive. Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't have an external hard drive?
He does. He has like 6 terabytes, but what he does is he deletes them and then he'll want to play them later, so he re-downloads them.
You just reminded me, dude. So I've got 2 games downloaded on my Switch, and I've only got like 15 gigs left of data.
Really?
Splatoon's really small, but this guy's like 7 gigs, and they only get like 30 gigs. So I'm like, it's like I gotta buy a little card or something. It's weird, man.
You gotta get an SD card.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. The games are really compact, though. And Zelda's like 14 gigs. Like, that's a fucking huge game. How did you get that down to 14 gigs? I guess there's no voices.
Nintendo magic.
Very little voices. Yeah, that's cool, man.
All right, guys. Moving on now. SNES is out now, so you can go hack it the same way you hacked the NES.
Yay!
This is the news section, guys. This means we're in the news. So pretty much you can hack your Nintendo Classic like you did the other Nintendo Classic.
Yeah, but didn't they brick some of the old ones?
I don't know. Did they? How could they? If you just take it off of the internet. If you just take it off the internet, then what does it matter?
It's not online. It's not online.
No, they set it up. They set up some of the old ones. If you do it, it bricks it.
Well, I'm sure
How?
if you're not going to mod it correctly, it'll brick, just like anything else. Just like the old PSP.
I know people that modded theirs and had no issues.
Yeah, but before, apparently, you could add it to have up to 90 games, and now you could do the same thing again.
Yay.
You know, if you're doing that, I'm just going to go the route of what Fred Rojas does on Gaming History 101. That's just get one of those RetroPies.
I'll look those up.
Pie, whatever they're called.
The Raspberry Pi?
Thank you. I knew it had a fruit in it.
Yep. I mean, that's the easiest way to do it, but emulation doesn't always work out so good. But it wasn't great on the NES Classic either, so...
Just look up Raspberry Pi on Amazon. Bestseller is $69.99.
Yep. But there's more work to that, you know. You still got to
it looks like you have to assemble this shit.
You got to download all the ROMs and, you know.
You could download the Raspberry Pi 3.
Just be careful out there, folks, when modding some of these classic consoles or...
Oh, whoa, this case looks pretty cool. You have like a Nintendo case for a Raspberry Pi.
Go for the right.
Still making Raspberry Pis with a Nintendo case.
That's pretty cool looking.
You know, I've always hated Raspberry anything, so when you guys say Raspberry Pi...
it sounds pretty nasty.
Like,
Fuck Raspberry.
tart.
Fucking Raspberry. Ugh.
It's
Raspberry.
kind of
How do people drink raspberry tea? That's like the worst. That's two of the worst things in the world put together.
The reason I would want
it's not bad. I'd rather have peach tea.
Peach tea
the reason
sounds better.
I would want the little SNES mini thing is because it looks cool and it'd be awesome to
Because
hook
it's
to my
a fucking
monitor. But
official
then my monitor
Nintendo product. That's why I want it.
Yeah, it's awesome. But I would love to hook it up to my extra monitor right here because I have an extra HDMI in it. But then also it would have no sound because my monitor doesn't have sound. So how would I do that?
How do you use your sound?
Plug in headphones, motherfucker.
Well, I use speakers. I have speakers hooked into my computer.
Then you plug in headphones to the computer, to the screen.
So your monitor doesn't have an audio out at all. It's got to have an audio out.
It has to have like a
neither one of mine have audio out.
I don't think mine does.
Yeah.
You're full of shit. What kind of monitors are you guys using? Every monitor has audio out.
No, it's got the...
No,
it's got
they don't. Jesus, no.
What kind of bullshit knockoff monitors are you guys using?
Some monitors don't have speakers.
What kind of Chinese shit are you guys using right now?
Well, check this out. My Asus right here, my Asus Predator G-Sync monitor that I use, doesn't even have HDMI.
Mine has that. It's got the
display port.
Yeah, it's got one display port. That's it. I got some USB plugs in it, but I want to use my other HP one right here. It's got two HDMI's in, but it doesn't have any sound. So is it only okay? It has HDMI on the mini NES, right? SNES. Does it have like an optical out? Probably not.
No, I would think not. I don't know how you would do that, man.
That's weird.
Magic.
Yeah, I guess
why wouldn't you just hook it up to your TV?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Because of the little short cord. It's a 65-inch TV. I'd have to sit hella close.
Just buy like
up in that shit.
Just buy like a really long HDMI cable and connect it to that.
Get like a 25-footer.
Yeah, and then,
but it would look terrible on a big ass.
Who gives a shit?
No. It scales up.
Yeah. It's still, man. When I played my Xbox One, when I sold it on Craigslist, my old Xbox One, I plugged it up to my monitor, and it looked fucking good. I was like, wow, this looks great. Way better than my TV.
And, well, it's because it's smaller.
So I'd love to, but I would love to have it right here. Just like, well, fuck it. I can't do it then. Forget it.
So doesn't your other monitor have audio? Oh, no, it's DisplayPort only, right?
Yeah,
But you can get an HDMI to DisplayPort adapter.
It doesn't have audio either. Plus, it only has one display, so I'm not going to change it. That's my computer monitor.
Okay.
Interesting. White problems are first world problem. White problems.
White problems. Okay.
White problems. No speakers on my monitor. Uh-oh.
No, protest. I'm gonna get down on my knees and protest.
People can't even get water. You know, I'm over here complaining about I can't have no sound for my SNES.
My SNES, man. Because I don't want to plug it into a TV that actually has speakers.
Yeah, maybe I'll just buy an extra TV for it.
Moving on, guys. Assassin's Creed Origins will add a history lesson in early 2018. Beginning in early 2018, Assassin's Creed's team said that they will patch in a mode in the new Assassin's Creed Origins game that will let you explore Egypt without any combat or anybody to kill, really. You just run around Egypt and you will learn about the history of Egypt and living like an Egyptian. Are you guys interested in this? It's like a tour mode. You like discover Egypt and you run around Egypt learning about it.
What is it now?
God, are you guys paying attention? God
that sounds
fuck.
boring to me, guys. I'll be honest with you.
I've seen this.
It's like Vista mode in Forza where you can walk around the cars.
Yeah, but this is Egypt. Like, you walk around all of Egypt and they'll tell you about like the pyramids.
They give you a tour guide?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure you'll probably just click on shit, like, and then like it'll pop up like a little thing that you could read or something.
Sounds boring. In Assassin's Creed, it's all about the gameplay. I want to slice people's throats.
I'm kind of interested in this because the whole reason I really like Assassin's Creed is because it is based on actual historical events, like real shit that happened. And I'm excited to try this actually when it comes out next year.
Good, yeah, we'll need somebody to bite the bullet.
I'll be definitely checking this out. Yeah.
I don't know. This is cool. I remember when they talked about this back during E3.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds boring.
Whatever. Fuck you, Iams.
I have no idea. Really, I don't even have the concept of it in my head. I'd have to see it in action. Could be awesome. Could be super cool.
This is cool. Remember before it was just kind of like, I forgot what they called it in the game, but it was just like, this is more of the history, so you can actually physically look at it instead of just having a picture.
Yeah, you physically look at it. Because can you imagine, like, probably kids in schools and shit could use this to learn about Egypt, dude.
Absolutely.
You could buy this shit on PC and then have like kids learn about fucking Egypt. Like, yo, motherfuckers, we're gonna go to Egypt, and then you put them in VR and you give them shit, and then whatever. Johnathan, get the fuck out of here. We're not gonna add you, motherfucker. We're done. We're done calling you. Next piece of news. I guess everybody's gone. It's just me and you, Iams. What the fuck, Iams? What the fuck are you doing here? You're supposed to walk away.
Yeah, back to the OG podcast.
Let's do this.
Did one, it was just me and you. It was awesome. Remember we did that one day?
Did we? Yes. I don't remember this shit. I don't remember.
John ruined it.
John ruined it. John, I just kicked you off. You're not supposed to be on here.
OG moment, and you ruined it.
Mute yourself. Mute yourself. Act like you're not here.
I think my mom killed my internet connection.
Your mom? What?
My mom. Well, it's her birthday, and
I'm doing a podcast, Mom.
So I told her I'd Skype with her at 3, and I forgot we were running late. So I think she tried to call me, and it just crashed everything hard.
Yeah, right. Don't make excuses up. Don't stop blaming your mom.
Are you siphoning or hacking into your neighbor's internet?
That sounds like
you don't have your own internet. What's going on?
I have my own internet, but no, actually, I'm actually pretty stoked because right now was the first time I got my computer to accept my higher speed internet because I have it through Comcast.
What?
So it's like a cat signal. I have like a high speed, like a 5.4 connection and a 2.4 connection. And
why don't you you should always have your 5.0 fucking connected.
Well, my PC for some reason wouldn't recognize it. So when everything crashed hard this time because my mom. Love you, Mom. I had to pull everything apart and then plug it back in, and then all of a sudden, my high-speed internet connection was available. I'm like, oh fuck yeah! So thank you,
okay,
Mom.
let me ask you something, Johnathan. When you turn your computer on, you connect to the internet. Is it something like this?
I know it sucks. It still takes me all night to download one fucking porn picture.
Are you using Net Zero? Remember that shit? Net Zero, free internet.
Anyways, guys, moving on to more news.
We're going to try something crazy.
If you guys are not getting enough of these mini games and mini consoles and mini things coming out, there's one more.
The Xbox One S Mini.
I'd buy it.
A mini version of the Commodore 64 is coming in 2018.
Oh, God.
So according
with the classic consoles,
Retro Games, the company, is launching a mini version of the 1982 computer Commodore 64 called the C64 Mini. It will be available early 2018 with the price point of $70. It will come with 64 pre-installed games, including California Games, Speedball 2, and Paradroid.
Guys, don't fall for this shit.
What?
Don't fall for this shit. This fucking mini Commodore 64.
Come on, it's mini, dude.
Everyone's making a mini everything.
Why not?
It's holy fuck. No, listen. There's a mini fucking ColecoVision that sits on shelves and collects dust because no one's going to buy it. No one's going to buy this fucking thing. It's not
I might buy it. It looks cool.
I remember programming one of those for 7 hours just to get some fireworks to go off.
Yeah,
but when I was a kid.
You can play all of these games on a PC easily.
But you don't have a PC. If you don't have a gaming PC like me, then you want the mini.
Maybe if you build yourself a mini PC, then yeah.
Raspberry Pi, those things are mini.
Exactly. You're paying
what, guys?
Money to buy these stupid shells that are just a fucking Raspberry Pi.
Don't listen to Ryan. Don't listen to Ryan.
Fucking garbage games.
Don't
listen
to Ryan. Don't listen to Ryan.
I know. Hold on.
Guys,
I'm
announcing.
Ryan, he had a shelf full of pops.
Yeah, stupid pops that are
Little
mini pops.
stupid-looking characters. I love pops, though, by the way. But I'm just saying, people like to collect shit. I like pops, though. Pops are amazing. I love
Little
pops.
stupid plastic things that don't even do anything. At least these things play games.
Yeah. What do you do? What,
Yeah.
so you can get.
What do you do with your
Huge
pops?
fucking Sonic that sits on top of.
What do you do with your
Sega
stupid
Genesis.
pops?
But I mean, like the thing is there's easier ways to do this. There's not an easier. I can't go out and make a fucking pop.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
Like
Yeah,
well,
Play-Doh.
I could.
Play-Doh and paint.
If you had a 3D printer, you can make your own pops.
And it doesn't come in a cool box.
You can just make your own box.
So, yeah, a lot of people just don't know and don't know.
I like that you
computers.
pointed to a Sega trash bag.
know.
Ryan, you know who these are for? These are for people that haven't played games in like 25 years and are like, oh my god, I played this when I was a kid. I'm going to buy it
You're
for
like,
my
I'm
kid.
bored. I'm
Look,
bored.
play this.
The problem is your kid. I'm going to tell you this right now. People that are buying this for their kids, your kid doesn't want this shit. They want the new iPhone
They
X.
don't want a Commodore 64.
They want
don't
the
know
fucking
if I want a
iPhone
Commodore
X,
64. I grew up with
iPad
that.
Pro, iPhone X,
Yeah.
PlayStation 4,
Or it's for
Xbox
the actual
One.
parents themselves that haven't played the game.
They want a fucking.
20 plus years.
They want a fucking
I
Switch.
love this game.
They don't want the fucking. If you were to give me this, if I was a kid right now and you were to give me this shit for Christmas, I'd fucking grab it and throw it into the fire
No, you
in front of everybody.
That will enjoy a Commodore 64 Mini, but
Yeah.
let's be honest, no one. Those games are garbage. Try playing them now. They're not fucking fun.
No,
They're
I
not-
doubt.
No.
Like
Like
they're-
Mousetrap might be the gleaming beacon of them, but that's about it.
keep what you remember of those games in your
There's
memory
nothing
because that's
fun.
where they belong. You're gonna go back to them and be like, "Why did I like this?"
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, or at least I used to like it, but now I'm on to bigger and better things. So
Yeah.
this will look nice on my shelf.
Sega
Guys,
Genesis.
with that being said, I'm here to announce the mini version of the Horrible Gamers podcast coming to you late 2017 for a low price of $89.99. You get to revisit the old episodes of Horrible Gamers in mini versions. It will have a
no,
mini
I-
Shawn in there.
Just gotta compact the files and put them to like the lowest quality.
It'll have a mini Shawn and a mini Brink and a mini Captain Hook and a mini Rob and a mini Jesus. And special editions will include a mini Tragic Zero.
And pre-orders.
That's pre-order only.
Exclusive. That's a Walmart exclusive, guys.
We partnered with our retailers at Walmart to bring that out to you guys. Exclusive to Walmart is Tragic Zero. And yeah, coming late 2017.
We gotta do extended family, like the DLC, the THL,
TXL.
TXL, DLC. That's our.
That's the DLC coming out late 2018.
Yeah.
That's right.
DLC.
Mini TXL.
TXL mini.
Did we not mention that they're also planning a full-size version of the Commodore 64 for later 2008?
Another version of this shit?
anymore.
No one wants to play a fucking Commodore 64.
It's going to end up at garage sales like by 2019.
I would go for a really large
Exactly.
one, though.
Or-
And I was like,
Or it's going to end up in dumpsters.
Oh, shit.
Dumpster fires.
We're gonna have another ET in our hands.
Yeah.
Dig those.
No, but
Yeah.
it's for moms and dads that played it years ago.
No, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, even the ColecoVision one that came out a little while ago, it's like I went to Bed Bath & Beyond because I was looking for some stuff. And that's where they sell that. And there was stacks of them, just stacks of them. And I'm like, who is going to buy this? Nobody's going to buy this.
Have you
It
ever
was
been to
also
Bed
the
Bug?
mini Sega Genesis.
Have you ever been
Don't
to Bed
do
Bug
it,
and Beyond?
Sean. Shut up. I wish I had been there because I would have gone beyond.
Yeah, I kind of look at. I kind of want the Super Nintendo NES, kind of, but for $80, I'd rather just have these games on the Switch and let me choose the ones I want to play for like $5 each.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, and I think that's why they've been fucking putting the brakes on putting out the virtual console on Switch, is because I think they want to sell these first. And then remember how they said they weren't going to bring back the NES. It was done. It's over. I figured we were going to start getting NES games, and that's when you're going to start getting those. And then once the SNES Classic stops, production, you start getting SNES games on your Switch. But I don't know, man. I don't know what Nintendo's doing. It's stupid.
Nintendo's taking your money is what they're doing.
I would totally buy a Mario collection. You know what I mean? Of all the original games, 1, 2, and 3 and shit like that. I would love that. That would be awesome. But
yeah. Do you in your news, do you have the news about the Wii shop closing down?
Oh, I don't think so.
Tell me about this, Iams.
So I think it's I don't remember if it's 2019 maybe. I could be wrong in the year. I just barely read this. And they're going to close that down. No more support. So if you don't have games downloaded to your Wiis, after that point, you'll never get them again. Like, download them before that point or never have them again.
Who turns on their Wii anymore?
Well, that kind of sucks because...
No, it does. I agree with you.
Yeah, that could happen with the Wii U, which it probably will. And that could happen with the Switch, which it will probably way later. It seems that Switch is doing good right now. But the Wii U, it's on the same path, right? Like, they're probably just shut that shop.
I don't see that being far off. But the thing is like, they got to be looking at the numbers and going like, well, 5 people turned on their Wii last week. You know what I mean? So why are we supporting
5 people connected?
Money going down.
5 people actually put their Wii online.
Yeah.
In the last 2 years.
Somebody's playing Call of Duty on there.
Yeah. The one person playing by himself.
By himself, he's like running around the maps going, please, someone join, please.
Was the Wii tied to your console? Like I know the Wii U was as well. It was tied. Like the Switch now is tied to your accounts. You can re-download shit.
Yes.
No, the Wii U was tied to your console as well.
Yeah, because when I sold my first Wii, I lost some games.
So did I.
Everybody did. Everybody did. Everybody's lost games on their 3DSs, on their Wii, on all that shit.
That's so weird, dude.
So
that's such a gamble to buy it digitally.
It's like such a backwards way of thinking. For like
that's why I buy carts only on my Switch.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it.
Dude, I have a case for like a carrying case for it, and it holds like 10 games. So like I got more than enough to just have it there. I have a few games digitally, but that's because they only came out digital. But the rest of everything that came out on cart, I bought on cart.
Guys, speaking of old consoles and what they should do, Atari revealed more information last week about their Atari 2600 coming out this year. Or is it early next year, right? Early next year?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways, it will cost... The Atari box is what it's called. Will cost between $250 to $300. And guys, it will run off a Linux-based operating system, and it will feature a full PC experience for the TV that can handle streaming, apps, social media, web browsing, and music.
Sounds familiar. Kind of like the Steam box.
Yeah.
Which was a failure. This seems like a bad idea, Atari.
Very bad idea. Like, I don't even know what they were thinking on this one.
If any stockholders following this at all, they'll be like, oh, hell no, this is not going to happen.
Thing is, it's a Steam box. It's going to run Steam on your TV. That's what it's going to do. But it's going to be tied to Atari. And I mean, if you wanted a Steam box and you're an Atari fan, then cool. That's who it's aimed at.
But it looks like an old
who the hell?
Wood grains.
Who the hell is an Atari fan, though?
Well, there are some out there. The thing is, Atari isn't even what they used to be.
They're not relevant. If you ask people nowadays who are the big gaming companies, they'll most likely say Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and that's it. They don't even know who the hell Atari is.
I mean, can they even name a game that's come out by Atari?
What were you saying, Ryan? You're cutting out.
It's an old-ass company that come out of the woodwork and just do like an old-ass gaming system.
Yeah, you can't do that. I don't think as a company you could do that, especially nowadays. Kids nowadays don't know who the fuck Atari is.
Like if they would have held out and did like some AR shit or some VR stuff.
Yeah, or
like
something cool, something new.
They're going to buy like an Atari shirt from Kohl's department store. Like, I don't know what it is. looks cool though. Like
the logo looks pretty cool. The three lines that look like an A.
I like that wood grain. The wood grain's sweet.
This is for all the hipsters in Portland, like you, Jonathan. Gonna be up there buying their ships for the wood grain in front of their fucking console.
It just doesn't make sense that it's $300, and what the fuck does it do? Like,
I don't know. It has
Well, they see
like modern video game creators.
250 to 300. That means they're gonna have like a 16 gig version and like a 32 gig version.
they better really sell this thing. They better show some shit that's gonna blow people's minds, because I mean, even the Xbox One has trouble selling, like a S models at $300, right? And that's Xbox. I mean, Xbox is like, everybody wants an Xbox. Or
Everybody
PS4
knows what Xbox.
It's $200 now, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Or is it 300?
The Slim is like 200, isn't it? 250.
You can find them on sale or whatever for around that.
But so for this thing that, like, what does it do? I can't wait for these Atari console launch exclusives.
Console launch exclusive.
Like. Some sort of Atari exclusive games for it or whatever.
PUBG 2 exclusive to the Atari.
So some Centipede, some...
to the Atari 2. Atari Box 2.
Missile Defense. Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to see why this thing is $300. Like, how are you going to sell this?
They're not.
They're probably not. But I'm really curious. Like, they've got to have a plan.
Let me tell you a part of their plan. The console will be first available on the crowdfunding site known as Indiegogo. They say the campaign is expected to go live before the fall of this year, and the console is slated for a global launch in spring of 2018. According to Atari's Mac, the decision to sell the new console on Indiegogo was made to the platform's presence in over 200 countries, which will allow the console to reach and involve as many Atari fans around the world as possible.
This is weird, dude. Doesn't even make sense to me.
Yep.
But they've got to have a plan, so I'm really curious on what that plan is, and why are they so in the dark about it right now?
But I will totally wait and see, because...
Oh, I remember that game Food Fight, though.
You'll definitely pick this up at a Goodwill for
you will.
$17.
$3. At the end of 2018, you will be able to find this at fucking Goodwill for $3.
Goodwill exclusive.
What I'm really excited
Atari
about
Box.
What I'm really excited about for 2018 is going to be the Atari Box Mini.
Ooh, Atari Mini. What? And the Nintendo 64 Mini, because they're going to do that one next.
Pre-order, and it's preloaded with Pitfall.
No, they got to do the GameCube Mini first.
Oh no,
GameCube
the 64 came out before the
64 was
GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh no, right? Yeah. Sorry.
They gotta do the game.
Actually be really
No, but before they announced the game, the Nintendo 64 Mini, PlayStation will come out with the PS1 Mini.
They already had that.
Well, the PS1 Mini-er.
Mini-er. Because remember that little tiny PS1?
I remember that tiny PS1. Yeah.
That thing was like the size of a disc drive.
It was pretty small.
It was tiny.
Yeah, I think I actually owned one of those. Yeah, I think I did.
Never had that one because I always had the big
square one. Yeah, and then I owned a regular PS2, and I ended up buying a smaller, like gray, slim PS2. Those things were tiny, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, moving on to news.
We're at news.
There's more news. A new trend, guys, esports, has been taking the world by storm. So much that Hollywood has introduced a new movie about esports, and they're going to release it apparently next year.
A documentary?
Well, it's a comedy movie about esports, and Will Ferrell will portray a professional gamer in the movie.
I am so in already. That's all I needed to know.
I think I heard about this. Yeah.
He will be playing. I think he will be playing in a Dota championship in the movie.
Time to get recognized.
And he will be playing.
I am fucking in. There's no doubt I will watch that. Even if it looks like it's a piece of shit, I'll still watch it.
Hey, Will Ferrell's going to be making so much fun of that shit. I can already see this.
Someone going, fuck you!
Trying to fight with people and shit on stage.
Yeah. I just wonder how much like industry humor is going to be in it and stuff like that. Just,
you know how it's going to go? He's going to go. Hey, he's gonna go.
I wonder if they're going to...
Did you touch my keyboard? Did you touch my keyboard?
I wonder if they're gonna have like PewDiePie like do a cameo or some shit in there, and like You know, have like different professional gamers, I guess, go in there and do like cameos. Like what kind of like what professional team will be on the movie? You know, like gaming team.
Oh, against them and shit.
Yeah, against them. Like it'll be like an actual, probably like a real gaming team that'll be playing against them or some shit.
Oh, it's gonna be all drugged up Russians or Chinese or something like that. All taking dope.
Anyways, so stay tuned for that, guys. The title of the movie, I don't even know what the title is. I don't think that they have one.
Do you think it's gonna fuck it up? Like they're really gonna ruin
esports?
What esports is? Like,
I don't think they will.
Esports.
I think it'll just make it more. It'll make it more
anymore after this movie.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll just make it more known to mainstream. Because I think there's still a lot of people that underestimate how much esports really is, or like how popular it is. You know, because there's people that I work with and shit.
Will Ferrell, like dancing and money. That's all I gotta say. There better be that scene.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be in there where he wins at the end or something. He's like fucking going crazy or something.
What is it called? Do you have a title for this?
No, I don't have a title for it. It doesn't have a title yet, I think, but they apparently start working on it. But it'll be cool. I want it to be somewhere where like he used to be like the best in the world and he got too old. So like these kids are whooping his ass and he's like, what the fuck? I want it to be something like that, dude, where he's like too old to game and he's trying to compete against these kids.
Oh, this is gonna be a Sony. This is a Sony movie too.
Playing on PlayStation 4 Pro.
Oh no, he's not. It's not Sony. It's not Sony.
Oh fuck.
No. Right now he's working on a production on a Sony comedy called Holmes and Watson. So,
anyways, guys. Moving on to more news. More news.
Wait. This was actually. There's a article. It goes all the way back to December 6th of 2016.
Oh fuck! So it's been being made already?
Yeah. So I mean, this has been out like. Oh wait, is this it? Is this a?
There's an actual fucking movie. There's already a movie out. What?
No. This is when it was announced. It says Will Ferrell to star in professional esports player in upcoming movie. This article is back 2016 December.
Oh fuck! So well, I don't know. Apparently, this is like a. I'm just reading what the news machine gave me, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too, Iams.
Yeah.
December 7th, 2016.
Will Ferrell's such a weird dude. Like, and it totally works. I could be that weird dude. I could be that kind of ugly, goofy, stupid, terrible actor and make good movies. Some of them again, you know? I could do that. I just can't remember lines, so I can't do it.
Well, and apparently there's been a few other documentaries. If you're interested in documentaries about gaming, there's one called All Work, All Play, The Pursuit of Esports Glory, which gives viewers a perspective of professional players during the Intel Extreme Masters Tours. Or another one called... What's the other one called here? Called State of Play, which is based on StarCraft League players and many competitions in South Korea, where players become celebrities by playing.
Whoa! Not North Korea.
Of course, are able to win a great amount of money. No, not North Korea. North Korea, they're breaking rocks up there and shit. That's what their competition is.
They're still playing StarCraft 1.
They're not even playing that. They don't like Warcraft. They don't even know what video games are, I think. And they don't even know what Pong is up there. Anyways, guys. Moving on. What is this? Ryan, do you like screen these articles before you put them on here?
Nope. I don't know what this is.
The horror of discovering porn for the first time lives on in this video game? What the fuck is this headline? It's not about porn? What the fuck is this?
Discovering porn for the first time.
Oh, God. What is this? So you're playing a game.
It says here.
Where you discover porn?
It says the confused, indistinct tangent of limb also captured another key aspect of the experience because at its core, you must be 18 or older to play. Isn't really a porn game. It lives in a gray area. It's a pre-pubescent kid stumbles across an adult site.
So it's like a Sears catalog?
Yeah, like a Victoria's Secret catalog or something?
More likely, they want something to brag about at school or want to
say
their curiosity.
So it's kind of like my first time with porn. I remember I got on the bus and I was on the bus and my schoolmate got on the bus and he was all freaking out. He's like, oh my god, take these. And he like gave me this backpack full of porn. He's like, my mom just discovered like my stash. And I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do with this? And I'm some like Mormon kid. I'm not used. I was too afraid to look at it. But as like I think I was like in second grade or third grade, and I got to school and then somebody saw them in my bag. And then offered me money for them. So next thing I know, I'm selling those porn mags of my schoolmates. And then somebody turned me in. I got busted by my PE teacher.
Oh.
And so
always the PE teacher.
Yeah, so it was so embarrassing. Like porn mags like flew all over. He came in and
you guys were all nervous. It looked like you had a bomb. You were terrorists and shit. You got a bomb in this backpack.
Bunch of porn.
Yeah, I'm like this Mormon kid, and my parents got called in for me dealing porn at school.
Oh, man.
They're gonna find us. Oh my god, don't look, there's a cop. There's a cop. He's gonna see the porn. My guy, he's gonna get us.
It's gonna get us. The cops coming after us.
We're not 18. We're not 18.
That's my introduction to porn. It was pretty awesome.
And after that part, it's like balls deep, huh?
Speaking of porn, rest in peace, Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
He died at the age of 91. You know what's funny? His 30-year-old wife didn't get shit from him dying.
Oh, she probably signed some kind of prenup, huh?
Yeah, it says.
Where did his money go?
Wives?
Well, his main wife. No, his recent wife. The other ones are fake wives, I think.
Yeah, one's paper, the other two are not.
Yeah, the other two are not like legal wives. The legal one doesn't get shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, he like apparently signed on his will where she doesn't get nothing from his estate. So I don't know who his money goes to. Does he have a kid?
Does he have children?
I don't know. He probably has some kind of illegitimate child with one of the Playboy bunnies. I don't know, man. Anyway.
He probably has a lot of children.
He probably does.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, he's 91 years old, man. With a 30-year-old wife. It's pretty much has kids, He has to. Anyways, guys.
Jesus, it says here the Cox brothers likes to call You Must Be 18 Years or Older to enter a tangible horror game because of the added meta layer of being a game about the terror of getting caught. That's also simultaneously embarrassing to get caught playing.
Wait, did you just say that this game is made by the
Brothers?
Cox brother? Oh, no, that's what
So it's called the Cox Brothers?
Yes. No, the game's called You Must Be 18 or Older to enter.
Oh, okay. And you're playing as the Cox Brothers to watch porn and not get caught?
And not get caught, yeah.
With your cocks.
Oh, God, jeez. Who makes these games?
Would your friends...
Brothers.
It sounds like some kind of Japanese fucking porn game.
Text-based deal.
Hey, we should ask Mike if he's related to the Cox brothers.
To the Cox Brothers.
Hey, are your brothers Cox?
Oh, Jesus. I don't think he'd appreciate that. Anyways, guys. Moving on.
Yeah.
Next article. What do we got, Jesus?
Let's talk about the best Western video games ever released.
All right.
I have a list for you guys. Pay attention now, Gunny.
I got the list right here. I'm looking.
Number 1 on the list, Red Dead Redemption.
Obviously,
one of the greatest Westerns ever released. You play John Marston, you kill people, and it's really good.
Story, man. Those characters. That was literally the first moment I really noticed what voice acting can do in a game. That was the first moment where I was like, yeah, it was the first moment I really just appreciated it.
What was cool was you thought the game was almost over, and then all of a sudden Mexico opens up, and you're going across the border to Mexico to fucking do some more shit. I
ran that game. It was like 20 hours long, and I did zero side.
I did a bunch of side missions. I found Sasquatch and shit. I found all kinds of weird shit. It's really fucking fucked up because when you find Sasquatch, he's all crying and sad because he's lonely.
I never did that. See, I wish I did, but back then I wasn't into the
It's really funny because you have to go up to the woods and then you find like a little house and then you end up finding Sasquatch and you find them in a tree. He's sitting there like, oh, he's all crying and you're like, what's wrong? And he's like all sad because all his family's dead and he's like the last one left.
Do you have a backpack full of porn?
And then then you can kill him or you can let him go. And I shot him in the head. End his misery.
Asshole.
End his misery, dude. Gotta help him out. He's sad as fuck. Might as well kill him. Anyways, moving on. Call of Juarez Bound in Blood. It's the other game. That game was pretty good.
That was fun.
That's a good game. Yeah.
This is the one where you're
like $15 on.
This is the one where you're in the bar, right? And you're telling the stories, and then you're going back to the stories, and you're playing a mission or whatever as you're telling the story.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the old guy telling the story in the bar, and then you play through what he's saying. Yeah.
We need a Westworld. Was it Westworld?
Gun.
Show.
Gun. It's the other game on the list here. Number 3 on the list is Gun. Have you guys ever played Gun?
No. Gun was awesome.
I remember playing Gun. I played all these I like Western games. I like the Western world. I played Gun
on original Xbox, and then I played through it again on 360.
I think I played it on original Xbox as well. I didn't play it on 360. It says here another game on the list, Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath.
Oh, yeah, that game was cool.
Says
yeah, what's his name? Rob used to love that game.
Another game on the list,
Oddworld or something like that.
The Wild Arms series is on this list here.
That was different, though. That was a different game.
The Wild Arms series. And
Wild Arms.
Another game, this one made by LucasArts. It's called Outlaws, which came out in 1997 for PC.
I don't remember that one.
And they say it was only for PC, and it was way ahead of its time in several ways. It was among the very first-person shooter games set in the Wild West. It is also known as the first-person shooter to have a sniper zoom. The game uses the Star Wars Dark Forces engine, which meant it had great FPS controls for the time. Like a few games on this list, Outlaws is deserving of a remaster or a sequel. But it won't. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it will. LucasArts
probably not,
doesn't exist.
just because LucasArts is owned by Disney now. So.
Yeah, they're too busy making Disney games. Another one is called Dark Watch, The Curse of the West.
I don't remember this either.
This
PlayStation
2004.
Yeah, it seems pretty old. I don't know. Another one, a great Western game that we've all played, Oregon Trail.
I got botulism.
That's the last.
Back on the Apple II.
That's the last on the list. Oregon Trail, guys. We've all played that. Oh man, that game is old.
In Oregon, is it just called Trail?
No,
it's called. But we play it on the mini trail.
You guys are just like, yeah, it's right up there. Calabasas
Our Trail. That's what we played it on. We had board games, PC.
Every damn day is an Oregon Trail for me and Jesus.
You guys have covered wagons, right?
Yeah, we do. And horses.
And we.
What kind of guns do you guys carry?
And we die from, what's that shit that you always die from? Dysentery or some shit?
Yeah, dysentery and botulism, I think.
You always die from that. And we're all green, and everything's green.
Guys have the plague.
Guys, let's see here. I'm going to skip this news. I don't like that news. Moving on to more news. I'm not going to read that shit. That looks boring.
If Eric was still here.
If Eric was still here, it would matter.
Is it yours information? What?
Guys, I guess here we're looking at this weird article that we get some weird articles. The news machine is fucking really
spits out some weird stuff.
Really sometimes. Gets some weird shit going. But it says here that stroke patients are benefiting from at-home therapy with video game trials. Yeah. Apparently people are playing video games at home to get better from strokes. Yeah, because you know when you have a stroke, you lose like control of half of your body usually like one half of your body, right? Is that what happens?
Yeah, so it's helping with muscle memory. And
it's helping them regain their strength, their muscle memories, their nerve systems, getting all that shit to work. And apparently they said that it's working. From the University of Alabama at Birmingham, they said they've conducted the study, and they're saying patients are learning to improve their movements of the weaker parts of their bodies by encouraging the regular movement in the injured body part and constraining the functioning counterpart. Basically, they're saying these people are getting to play these fucking games, and you do the same thing over and over and over and over, and then eventually your body kind of gets used to it, and you learn how to use it better. So basically, it also allows.
One of the games here is how to flush a belly bloat.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know. It looks like a can of sardines.
Yeah, it's like they don't look like fancy games. They just look like shitty fucking ugly ass.
They gotta give them like Gears of War 4, right? Give them some Cuphead.
Yeah, right. Piss off people to make him have another stroke. Asshole.
Rage quit.
Oh man, let's see here. More news. Moving on. Wow. Apparently, the movie The Mummy, which released earlier this year, the one with Tom Cruise and shit in it. I think it was Tom Cruise, wasn't it?
Yeah, no longer Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, the one that kind of sucked, that only made $470 million in movies.
Is that all? Brendan Fraser.
Apparently, it's going to get a video game.
Oh, God.
Isn't there 3 or 4 of them in the series?
It's called The Mummy Demastered. But yeah, it will be available on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC sometime this fall. And it's going to be a 16-bit game.
You guys, I want to tell you something. Fuck this Call of Duty beta. Shit ain't working.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to play right now. 4 closed on me, and I went back into you want safe mode, and it won't connect to online services, so I can't even try it on PC.
But that's it, guys. That's all I have for news. I mean, The Mummy Demastered, if you're interested in playing a 16-bit...
Demastered. I'm down.
16-bit game.
Is that going to be a new fad, demastered games?
Yeah, I bet it is. It's like a hippie game. Like...
Our game, games and just lower the resolution.
Our game isn't mastered. Our game is demastered, guys. We're making it look shitty as possible.
Yes, if you want to play a World War II game, you want to play a Call of Duty World War II, like as if it was made back in the World War II game, like era,
Yeah,
you could do it.
16-bit games. Don't matter.
Like little white pixel men running around on the screen.
Anyways, guys, let's move on now to community questions.
Check this out.
Community questions! Community questions! Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the song, guys. Appreciate that.
Community questions. Tree Trixie! Fuck yeah!
That Captain Hook singing there? Captain Hook, Captain Hook, dude. So I'm gonna tell you a story about Captain Hook. I was playing Destiny 2 a couple weeks ago. All of a sudden, I get a as soon as the show ended, like I get a message from Captain Hook, and he's like, "Yo, come play with me." And I was like, "Okay." Then he invited me to his party. Him and his brother are playing, and him and his brother are arguing because his brother apparently is drunk. And apparently Captain Hook is drunk too. And they're arguing about who's further in the campaign in Destiny 2. And they want me to help him beat the campaign. I told you I'm further than you are. And no, I'm further than you are. And then they're trying to start a mission and they wouldn't start it. And I guess Captain Hook did it right. And his brother needed to go talk to some guy. And that's all he needed to do for the mission to start. And he finally did it. And the mission finally started. And then Captain Hook was like, "See? I told you you're drunk. I told you you're drunk." I was like, Jesus Christ, I miss Captain Hook, man.
Yeah, when you don't get him mad, he'll put a hairspray in a lighter.
Yeah, start lighting shit on fire. Like Captain Hook, yeah, we were playing for a while, Captain Hook. I miss you, man. I know he still listens to the show.
He don't listen.
He listens.
No.
Yeah, his wife don't let him.
Okay. Guys, moving on to community questions.
Please listen, like some Destiny 2.
Horrible Gamers Podcast community is the community to leave your questions at. We post a post there. Like, hey guys, leave us questions for today's show. And then you leave questions. Like Thomas Klozek, how do you say that?
I don't know. Did I even spell it correctly?
Thomas Klozek. I wonder where he's from. Anyways, what would you say is your greatest accomplishment in gaming? This could be beating a certain game, getting an achievement, or some super crazy thing you did on multiplayer. Guys, my greatest achievement ever in gaming was beating the Mile High Club on Veteran. That shit was dope. When I figured that out, I was like in heaven. That's it.
I did 50 waves of Gears 3 on New Year's Day. I was pretty excited about that. Felt good. That's my first time. It was on a New Year's, and by some lucky chance, like all of us were different Carmines, so I think we just felt obligated. So yeah, it was good.
Still not better than the Mile High Club.
I try to put that on my resume.
I always do that. I put it on my resume that I beat the Mile High Club on veteran with the second left on the clock.
Nice.
Yeah, usually, they want to promote me to CEO and shit after that. And they're like, oh, so you're hired. Gunny, what have you think?
I don't know if I've had any great accomplishments, and I don't really follow achievements much.
Yeah, me either. I don't really follow achievements too much. I mean, now I literally haven't looked at any of them for years. But I would say doing like BioShock Infinite on like super hard mode, that just takes a long time for one achievement. I did that one, but I didn't do it where you beat the whole game on hard mode without using any of the vending machines. That shit seemed impossible.
Yeah, I was thinking about a moment I've had like playing Dragon's Dogma on the 360, where just going to a certain point where it's just like, I think it played out like Dragon Age Inquisitions, where I think you played as one player and had 3 AI, but you couldn't switch. And just going up at a certain point and just taking this boss and having him fly over the cliff that was a great moment, but I guess that would be sort of an accomplishment. But
yeah.
Excellent game. Excellent game.
Good job.
Good job. I'm proud of you, Gunny.
That was a great moment.
Is Ryan dead? Is Ryan dead, or is he staring at the wall? What is he doing?
Yeah, he hasn't accomplished anything, so.
Have you not accomplished anything, Ryan?
I think my probably greatest accomplishment was probably coming in third in my league for pinball. I was pretty impressed with that.
For the second first.
Okay, here's one. I've always been pretty shitty at Call of Duty. I never really got past like level 20 in Call of Duty 4 or Modern Warfare 2. But when Black Ops 1 came out, I stayed up all night playing that. And I remember the first time I got first in a match. I stood up and I said, fuck yeah, I was so excited. Like, I was like, I did it. All you motherfuckers. Like, it felt really good. It really did. I was like, I was the best person out of all of us. Like, yes. Ugh. That was a good time. And then I came.
Star Wars Battlefront, I had one of those moments where I had like my name popped up on all 3 screens, where like the best. And I like scrambled for my phone to take a picture of it, and that was back before I knew how to take an Xbox screenshot.
Really before you
all my many
say Xbox record that?
I know. I didn't even know.
Jesus.
Anyways, awesome moments I just lost over time.
Guys, moving on to next question. David Snyder asked, do you guys get the free games with gold no matter what? Even if it's a game that you will never ever play.
Yes. Yeah. Because there's a lot of games where I say I'll never play that, and then all of a sudden I'll hear people talking about it and I go, yeah, like, and you get interested in shit. Like this guy I'm playing right now, I would say I would talk shit about those type of games. They're not my type of games, but every once in a while it's cool to reach outside your comfort zone and play something you think.
Then you'll like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's the harm of having it in your library?
You don't even have to download it. You just click it, and stop the download, and it's a part of your account. You can download it whenever you want. So that's why I always I just click download. You know what I mean? Just give it to me. That way, if I ever think, or I'm looking for something to go back to, like Oxenfree, I'll probably play that because I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I mean? Like, I've heard good things about it. It was never something that I was willing to purchase. Now that I got it for free, when I have, a downtime in gaming or whatever, I might go play it. So
yeah, even now, even on PlayStation, I go on the website and I add all the Vita and PS3 games just because you never know.
Yeah. I always download
I have a buddy even though I don't think I'm going to play them. And I told him when they started doing this on Xbox, I'm like, just keep downloading all the Xbox One games, And then when if you buy an Xbox One, you're going to have this massive library of games.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, I always go in and buy them. Purchase free,
even though
I'm not going to play them.
Yeah, on PC there's a ton of games. I post them in a group all the time, and sometimes those games look stupid and dumb, and I still download them, but I put them in my Steam library. Like, never know.
Yeah, like thanks to Shawn, you reminded me to get that Fallout Tactics games, which was the first one in its series.
Those games are awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, top down.
I'll probably play it, but I'm going to click purchase free anyway. So maybe 2 months from now, I'll actually go in there and play it.
All right. Guys, moving on.
While it's free.
Next question. Brian Tulp Jr. asked, if you did an Eric and stepped down from the show and moved on to another podcast, what would it be about? It cannot be about gaming. Well.
Wow, I only know gaming. I don't know what it
That's the thing, right?
Come on,
Like, that's why we do a
podcast.
gaming podcast. Because that's our
hobby.
hobby.
Great America. Like, I am here at Great America. Why do you want to...
Today I'm gonna ride this roller coaster.
Gunny does Great America.
There you go.
The Great America Podcast.
That'd be probably a pretty popular show, just from the name alone.
It's like a GoPro and you film all your roller coaster rides.
Do you review them? Review the roller coasters?
You can do that shit on YouTube.
Yeah, they do.
You get name of the podcast is Make Great America Great Again.
Make it great.
Make Great America great. That's hard to say, man.
I used to spend so many summers there because I lived like 2 miles down the road from Great America, so we'd always get season passes, and that's what we do all summer.
Yeah, we went there annually when I lived in Sacramento.
Yeah,
I do that now with Canada's Wonderland. It's like I go there every year. It's a blast. I love that shit.
Good travel podcast, guys.
you guys have like an America section where it's all trash and shit on the floor, trash fires and homeless people.
It's all like have world places, you know.
Guys, I don't know what I would make a podcast about. I would make a podcast talking shit.
Hey, Iams, what would you make a podcast about?
Iams, if you left the Horrible Gamers, what would your podcast be about?
I'd actually find interesting people to talk to and just have them on instead of like, you know, bumbling Hook and Jesus is always talking shit, talking over everybody, you know, all that shit. Yeah.
You mean you would have like voice actors and stuff on your podcast?
I don't think I'd reach that high.
Wait. Iams, but what would you call this podcast?
Horrible gamer, horrible awkward, horribly awkward.
Whoa.
Sounds like an interesting idea, man. I think you should do it.
I think you should.
You should make like a Twitter account too, Horribly Awkward.
Someone's gonna get it.
Yeah. I'm gonna make one right now, actually. Go on there.
Don't I'll edit it out, Iams. I'll let it out.
Really, what I like about the podcast I'm doing right now is it doesn't take any prep. It's just like get on and bullshit, and it's just that's the best part about it. That's the best. And I don't know if you guys noticed, whoever listens, I did take the improv out and all the sound effects, so that stripped 3 hours out of my editing, and I'm actually loving it.
You're not doing the improv anymore?
Nope. The last episode with Kira from who is 2B and Near. She is the very last improv thing you guys are gonna hear with all the sound effects and shit. So,
oh man, that makes me sad and shit.
Now I'm just chatting with you.
Yeah, I just listened to that one too, I think.
Yeah, so now I'm just chatting to people, and if people want to do improv, maybe we'll bust out in something in the middle of the podcast. But it was way too much work. It was really like get done with the podcast, and here I'm gonna 3 hours to edit 5 minutes of content, and then
editing takes a long time.
Hashtag not my podcast.
Yeah, now it takes me 30, 40 minutes. I just get off, throw it together like you guys do. You just move things around. You have a format already, and it's like boom, done. Love it.
How dare you assume that's what we do?
Takes me about 2 hours, man.
Yeah, it takes 4 hours. What's up?
And the thing that really takes time is the clips that I cut out, right? Like doing all the clips at the end, that takes forever. Doing the actual podcast is like boom, 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 it's done. You know what I mean?
Take whatever's left, the chunk that's left, I move that in the end. Mine's like yours. It's just there's a section at the end with weird random shit, and I just cut off where I think it would end. Scrap it. Watch she get scrapped.
All right. And that was the last question.
All right.
That's it.
I'd really like to have a podcast though where just talk to porn stars and it's total normal conversations, no cussing, no sex talk, just porn people talking about like food and video games and shit. That would be really interesting.
I thought you'd done that.
Well, I've done it once, but I just want a whole podcast called like
Inside the porn.
No, backpack full of porn.
Backpack full of porn.
Iams introduction. Your introduction to porn by Iams.
Everyone's porn here.
There's no porn talk at all. Just nothing.
So porn without porn. That was tight. Porn
Anyways, by the way, guys, Eric didn't leave and go start another podcast.
Yeah.
He started another podcast and then he left.
It wasn't even because of that. Eric just wanted to have the best day for him to spend time with his wife is Saturday. And you know what I mean? So it's a bad time for him. So
I don't know, man. It seems like if you're really committed to like a wife, and she's going to be around for the rest of your life. So like, what does it matter? Why spend time with her at all? You're going to have to.
That's what I told the wife. Then she almost gave it the boot. So here we are recording it on Sunday instead of Saturday. Thanks to me also.
All right, guys.
With
that being said, go ahead, rate.
Let's get out of here.
Rate, review us on iTunes, on Google Play, on all the plays, on all the Stitchers, on everything. Thumbs up, you comment, whatever. Email us feedback@horriblegamers.com. And, find me on Xbox Live, gamertag Jesus Walks a Lot. This week I'll be playing, I don't know. I'm going to give up on gaming. Fuck this.
Cuphead, you suck at Cuphead. You'd be playing that.
Fuck this. I'm done.
Play some pinball, Jesus.
I'm done with gaming. I quit. This is my last show, guys. Bye.
I got a... Have you heard of the game? Fate Xbox. I got coming.
Guys, find me on Xbox Live, Gunny Chief. Same thing on Steam and Twitter, Gunny Chief. That's where to find me.
All right. Pinpoint Red. Hey, also, guys, I have a list of shit that I was going to talk about, but I got cut when I dropped. So
what happened?
Version. What happened? So first off, on Titanfall 2. So I know all you Titanfall heads out there, all like two of you. So basically, this is the first month since February that there hasn't been a monthly DLC package. So it's kind of heartbreaking. But Jay Fresh went on Reddit, and he confirmed that October 3rd, they're going to be doing some sort of what's going on with Titanfall 2. And then also they just posted on YouTube this video of Respawn playing one of their first levels. But some people noticed that about 15 minutes in that there's an internal message that pops up from the developer saying, hey, it's Friday. Enjoy this Cloak Titan that we're working on. So all of a sudden there's this talk about, oh, shit, are they going to be dropping a new Titan in Titanfall 2? So that's the whole new buzz. So I guess we're going to find out October 3rd. Also, I've been playing Fortnite. The whole shit was pretty fucking tight. And then last thing was Star Wars Battlefront 2. Remember, guys, the open beta starts here, if you pre-ordered it, I think it starts today, but if you haven't pre-ordered it or whatever shit, it starts October 3rd. So keep that on your radar.
Next week we can all play it, open beta?
Yay!
No, I think open beta, for us starts in 2 days.
I'm fucking excited. I didn't know.
Yeah, so I hope they do that game right. The whole dogfighting shit looks tight. And the first one, it was fun, but the whole shooting was weird. So if they can manage that shit out, it's going to be fun. But anyways, Pinpoint Red on Xbox and PS4 and SoundCloud and whatever shit. Yep. That's all.
But you, Iams?
Find me here, find me there, find me anywhere. I mean, Dr. Seuss's underwear. That kind of worked. I liked it. Horribly Awkward Podcast. If you guys want to listen, there's some cool shit coming up. Next week, I got Kif Van Heuvel. He's Zachary Comstock in Bioshock Infinite.
Ooh.
So that's going to be cool. A lot of voice actors, a lot of cool shit. If you guys want to find me, they call me Iams. That's I'm on all platforms as that, besides the Switch. I don't even know what the Switch is. It's a bunch of numbers. If you keep entering numbers from here till 2 years from now, you might get mine. So just tap in shit. They call me Iams. And this is October, guys. It's exciting. A lot of cool horror movies out. The Cold Chucky. I watched that. It's awesome.
When's that Saw movie coming out?
I saw that too, man.
Call it Chucky was good. It was like throwback to 80s. It felt really cheesy in 80s. I loved it.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was worth watching. But I like all those movies. I've always watched the Chucky movies whenever they come out. All the Child's Play.
Chucky.
And
that new Leatherface is pretty good. I think Saw's it towards the end of the month.
Yeah.
And
I watched American Made yesterday. The movie was pretty good.
I want to actually watch that, and I do not like Tom Cruise.
It's a pretty good movie. I mean, for a Tom Cruise movie, it's pretty good.
Is that the Mummy one?
No, the American Made. It's where he's like smuggling drugs and shit. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, did any of you guys watch American Vandal?
I watched the first episode of that. I watched the very first episode of that.
Really
I was like, what the fuck is this shit about?
It's funny as hell, man. Watch it. It's hilarious.
Nice. I almost started it this morning, but for some reason we didn't. But yeah, I'll definitely get into it.
Yeah, it's
a little disappointing in the end, but it's pretty funny.
Guys, I want to give a shout out to Ryan here, Mr. Give8777 for I know he's told me several times to go watch that show Shameless on Netflix. I was like, why would I? It looks depressing. Like, it's about a family and they're dysfunctional and all that stuff. And then I'm telling you, I watched that first episode. I'm like, oh my God, I actually know these people. They're part of my family.
Yeah.
And they add a lot of humor, and there's some real emotional moments. They don't last very long, and it's just a fucking phenomenal show.
I want to watch it. I'm just afraid of starting it because there's like 7 or 8 seasons, right?
I know, right?
Dude, just watch it, man. Just watch it.
I'm hooked. I'm already in almost in season 3.
That's what I don't want, is to get hooked. When I get hooked in a TV show, I keep watching and watching and watching.
Into my Disney time, so I can blame Eric or blame Ryan for that. So.
Crazy.
You can find me. You can find me on Xbox Live, PSN, and Steam under Gib8777. And what does Gidget say, Jesus?
Peace out, Brussels sprouts, and we'll catch you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast.
Hey, Normie, give us a Horrible Gamer!
Bye!
Hi, Normie.
Bye. Dude, Normie, I miss Normie. Normie, if you hear this, we love you. We miss you. Bye.
He hears it because she just retweeted our stuff.
Oh,
I was followed her on Instagram, and she's going to the movies like every day. Really,
because of Movie Pass, dude. Movie Pass is legit as fuck, dude.
I'm here this week. I'm excited. I just got the message saying it's on the way.
It's the best thing ever made. I don't even know how they did this. It's like amazing.
Hey guys, brush your teeth and go to bed. Damn it.
Mom, go to your room. Hang up, boys. Podcast time.
Tell your mom hi for me.
That's my roommate. Oh, I thought I had it on mute.
Well, we're gonna have a huge podcast, I think, because Gunny's ready too.
Oh, fuck. You know what that means? Eric doesn't get to talk.
Yep. No talking for Eric.
All right.
Everyone is here.
Besides Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Except for the one person who never gets around. And I'm going to call him for the 3rd time.
What is he doing right now?
Watching a game? I don't know. Football, sports ball.
Football.
Something? I don't know.
God, who watches that stuff?
No one. Nobody watches that stuff. Just Jesus. He's the only one.
I watch it.
Shut up.
I don't get it, guys.
Remember?
What?
No one asked you. You don't get to talk, remember?
All right. I'll just put my mic on mute.
Yeah. Right. Just sit there until it's time for you to leave.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like making love until we drown. I'm guessing they're getting so sweaty that it starts to. Yeah, that sounds pretty gross at that time.
I kind of envisioned quicksand, like you're both stuck in quicksand. You're like, fuck, we can get a nut off before we sink. You know, let's. Because when you consider like quicksand drowning, I would kind of.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you're gonna sex up, you might as well sex up in quicksand. And
you got a while. You might have a while.
Oh man.
I have been working on this a while, and I did just get back. It's a shame that we're not video.
There he goes. There he goes, guys.
Oh God!
Because I just got through with check face surgery. I got the Ryan Gosling.
Talk too fast.
He talks too fast. His connection can't keep up with it.
Yeah, he talks too fast, so his connection can't keep up. That's what it is.
Faster than the internet.
For the internet again.
Just turn your camera off.
Yeah, your camera.
With that.
It probably would help if we turned this camera
You
off.
can turn the camera
Yeah,
off,
we're
or
not-
you just reset the router.
Yeah. I actually wanted to do a test connection to see
And
if
I'll
I
talk
should
over him. Can you screw him?
maybe I should back out. Cause
When I'm talking over him.
I'll talk
No.
over
Talk
him.
over him. Talk
you
over
guys
him.
not hear me.
Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
Talking everybody.
Tom gonna laugh now.
This is right. Everybody talks over him. That's when you can't hear him.
Hey,
Too bad this wasn't live. You'd be like, who is that?
just open. Hold on.
Now you just gotta have like the voice thing over your voice.
This is Eric podcasting from heaven. How are you guys
Yes.
doing?
Talk about our stories with the horrible gamers. Way before Jesus got really fucked up.
It's only got a good hour, guys. So let's get started.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Eric, stop that.
Don't
Stop
tell
that.
what to do.
You're not my mom.
Stop that.
So now you can't even see my face at all. I'm an angel.
September 9th. No, I'm in the wrong place.
Honey, shut up. My God. What the hell's going on?
Jeff podcast. What is that?
September 9th, I'm in the wrong place. I'm so confused. I don't even know what to think of that.